Hello, people of Earth! It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today is Thursday, and you know what that means. The GWA train is on the tracks and building steam in Fire Pro Wrestling World. But first, I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we're happy to have you with us, and we hope the day finds you well. Okay, let's get up to the offices here. Post haste. Hey, what's going on? Rocco, nice to see you, buddy. Thank you very much for the woo. As I woo myself into the tippity-top corner. Pachow! There we go. Now, as we pre-booked before we left, my quote-unquote pre-booked before we left the GWA last week/month, as we are now in March of year 5 here, we're on vacay. So I can't really do anything for this month. I off air was like, oh no. Hang on, let me take a look right here. Look at this. Okay, so I have a broadcasting contract, the terms of which must maintain an audience turnout of 1,000 people or more. I didn't even think of this before I agreed to send the whole crew on vacation for this month, but if I don't run a show, does that count as zero attendance, or does that just not count as running a show? So I could potentially have cost myself, $1.2 million based on the remaining terms on our broadcast deal here, but we're giving the crew a month off. We haven't done it since the first year of its existence here, and I think it'll be for the best. Wait a minute. We are an S tier in America now, and B in Latin America, still D's in Japan and Europe. So we gotta look forward to breaking into those territories in the coming months and years of our existence. Okay, I can't book a show. I might lose my broadcasting contract. We'll find out together once I hit proceed. But before I do that, I can do some other stuff here, like, let's see. Training center. Obviously did the maintenance there. Don't need to produce any merch. I'm not going to sell it. We don't have a show, so it's good that we blew it all out last time. So we're all good there. Again, I don't know if we make this. I mean, we might. No, we don't run a show, so I don't think we're making any contract money. Like, I'm more than prepared to take a loss. We have the assets to support it. Let me just make sure everyone's happy. Okay, all right. I think I adjusted or I addressed everyone's monetary concerns last time around. Now, what else can I do? Okay, scouts. I can still send scouts out. Let's find. I don't know. Let's find a hardcore wrestler just for fun. Sure. Send you out for 6 months again. And then, yeah, there's nothing really here. Let's do Strong Style America, just because that's sort of our bread and butter. All right, send out those scouts. Back up and save real quick. I also saw that I can offer a contract. So we have, if I'm right here, I think we have 2 more. Yeah, there you can see we have 36 out of 38 signed wrestlers. So we can sign 2 more people. We already signed a full-time tag team and our new tag team champions, the Street Profits. Whom else would I like to add to the fold here? Now, I'm not poaching from any existing promotions. We're trying to be real nice about that this time. I'm going to try to stick to North America just because we, that's our main category, and there's a ton to choose from. I might dip over to Europe because that's where some of the legends are hiding, but it looks like we upgraded our Adam Cole, I just noticed. Now that I've alphabetized everybody. You know who's on the short list and was on the short list due to being a tag team competitor was Booker T, because look at that, attack and defense coming into the league. So like they'll get even better. I mean, the age thing, we have a lot of aged talent. I don't know what that's necessarily going to affect, but look at that popularity, pretty good salary. The only problem is they're coming in as a showman. So that might mean they're not going to be too happy about working for us, even though they'll sign them on the dotted line, which is always a weird attitude to take. Looking at you, Shawn Michaels. It took a while to have him warm up to our style of doing things. It looks like our next project is getting Jushin Thunder Liger to be excited about working for us, which is weird. Anyway, more on that later. I mean, we're going to just keep booking them, and if they want to leave, they can leave. All right, so we've alphabetized everyone in North America. I'm going to try to go as fast as I can here. $800 for Chris Daniels is kind of fun. But if I'm getting somebody in their 50s, again, Booker T is front of the pack here at the moment. No, we're not rehiring anybody we've had before. We're definitely looking for a heavyweight talent as well. As I've noticed, we have 24 heavies, a dozen juniors on the roster so far. So we'll look for one more of each for our 38-person total roster. Then I think we can stick at 38 for a while. That'll give us plenty to work with on cards, and then also a handful to send out to our friendly organizations. And we're trying to be friendly with everybody. See a lot of these people that we had last time around. Unfortunately, free agents. I mean, unfortunately for them, they put on great matches and stuff. Okay. Killer Kowalski from a bygone era. Now, Coco Beware. Way better than his, like, status in the larger companies he's worked would have you believe. I like to imagine that there is an alternate universe where Coco Beware, instead of signing with New York, if you want to call it, went down south and ended up in WCW for a period of time and just crushed it. Because, like, he was better at talking than they let him. He was saddled with this dumb Birdman gimmick. Anyway, if they just let him be a serious guy, he would have been fine. But you couldn't really do that in the WWF at the time. Well, anyway, would have done way better for himself had he stuck with the NWA/WCW, in my opinion, but whatever. He's still a Hall of Famer, and deservedly so. And Rant. Moving on. 93 years old. Mad Dog! Looks slightly different from the version that I had in the A1 Climax, eh? That's interesting. Oh, okay. So this has some of the legends also mixed in. I see. I guess based on where they were. I would consider Pero if Odinson were also an option, and I knew I could just 1-2 get the end involved, because I would use them singles and tag. Last time I had Zeus on the roster, it'd be funny to have Odinson this time. Wow, look at that popularity. A Saba. Okay. I'm still not seeing anybody that I'm salivating for more than, I'm not even really salivating for him, but I'm not seeing anybody that I would put over Booker T at the moment. I mean, there's no guarantee that they're going to sign with us, but that's so far my top priority looking at these options to this point. Not to say there isn't some world-class talent, and obviously there is, but I'm trying to see, like, who would I want in and amongst the people that I already have, like, stylistically, in terms of, like, stature. Like, I wouldn't mind Nakamura coming in because we didn't really have a chance to have him long-term on the roster in the first form of the GWA. But as a freestyle match type, like a freestyle specialist, that's like amateur wrestling. So I don't know if they want anything to do with strong style. Also a weird choice, since he does a lot of strikes. You would think they'd go more stoic than freestyle, but anyway. All right, some Wild Samoans. Solo, Sunny. I feel like I need a better edit of Sunny, or I need to find one. Like, it's not like I'm making them. Stevie Ray. I'm gonna sign your brother long before I sign you. Stings and ABBA. I already have Bret. I already got one guy that does the same finishing move. Disney. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, doesn't he have the death drop? There it is. Reverse DDT. I would hope that he would have a custom one where you pull him back by the hair first, like Nitro Styles. Born and bred for combat. We get little Stu Grayson. Okay. Swinger and Stu Grayson are the same height? Yeah, I was gonna say Swinger, like, just in terms of mass, looks way bigger. All the V's go down here, it looks like. Okay, some of our cast-offs haven't been hired anywhere. No one chomping at the bit. Yeah, it looks like... Alright, William Regal, another contender, but I don't think I like them better than Booker T at the moment. So let me just double check Europe, because I know they have a lot of other international legends in the mix. We already have enough big people, I think. I don't need a giant, like an Abyss. Let's see. Had Bronson Reed last time, which is nothing but the best, now that they're back to being Jonah. Their name is Jonah. They gotta wait 90 days. Hardcore, really? Oh, I guess that's because maybe I put... No, I don't know why. Because they would have been in the Hall of Fame territory, or a promotion that I don't know what style it would have gone with. But okay, hardcore, so they're probably not going to want to sign with us. That's interesting. And I thought Mickey James was the hardcore country, but it turns out to be the Tennessee Cowboy. All right, another in terms of 50-some-year-olds. You know, I don't necessarily want to sign Shamrock, but I definitely would consider bringing them in to do a one-on-one against Angle, just cuz. So put a pin in that. As a guest spot, that sounds great. Oh yeah, I got to hire somebody. Okay. And then next month, I got to remember we have the Wayward Champions that we're trying to get back to into prominence here. As you can tell, it looks like Masahiro Chono. Oh, I think it's the Legends title. Yeah, so he has a belt, the heavyweight title of a defunct promotion as well. Technically up for grabs, but we already have the Hall of Fame championship for the heavies. If we ever increase the size of our roster to provide for like 16 or more junior heavyweights, I might add a secondary junior heavyweight singles title. I don't think I'll ever do junior tags because there's really no need. You don't have to worry about weight limits when you're contending for a heavyweight title, singles or tag. So they're essentially open weight. There we go. Tatsuhito Takaiwa has the Legends Junior belt, and a good-looking belt it is. So we could also potentially bring them in and try to get that title off them as a secondary junior belt in the future, provided, of course, nobody else snaps them up. Okay, so I did a quick scoot over to Europe. Nobody looked impressive. Let's have a chit-chat with Booker T. Super fancy dinner from my boy Book. Let's mid-ball them right at the gate and see what they say. No, doesn't agree to my terms. All right, so that is strike one. 2 more chances to sign Booker T, and I think if we don't get him, I think I'm just going to move on because we have this month to skip, so to speak, and we can always try again next month. We always see that perhaps some scouts may find other people for us to find or to peruse next month. Anyway, human resources, offer contract. Let me just double check that the scouts are already sent out. Yeah, so I did that afterwards, so we're all caught up. It's kind of weird that I don't have to worry about merchandise. I'm trying to keep it out of my mind. Or booking the show, and I can't even send people everywhere. Everybody on the roster gets a vacation. So if I sign Booker T, buddy, not only are you getting a fancy steak dinner, not only am I going to mid-ball you again, not only are you getting a $28,000, that's like a 10-month signing bonus for signing with us, your first duty as a member of the GWA roster is to go on vacation. So just putting that out there, just going to slide that across the table at dinner and see what Booker T says. And Booker T says, heck no. All right. One more chance. We got one more chance to sign them. Obviously, we're going to max out their bonus, like a 20-month signing bonus. Welcome to the show. Good for them. They are a legendary performer. They're holding out. They know we can afford it, especially in this climate where we're not even putting on a show at the moment. And we might lose our broadcast contract. I don't even know. I should have considered that beforehand, but I don't know. We'll find out. I would hope it would give you the pass because it's not like I booked a show and 1,000 people, or like less than 1,000 people showed up. I'm not booking a show, so there's nothing to broadcast. Like, we have enough footage to possibly do a best of special. I don't know. They might be upset about losing their revenue or their, viewership or whatever the heck. But I don't know. We'll find out. Book. A big old signing bonus, like we said. Like 20 months worth. No! Booker T says no thank you. Okay, so I'm going to back out of this. Right? Rocco. We couldn't have sweetened the deal any more for Booker T, and they still said no. So that was our 3 strikes. So we are... I don't know why I backed out and ran back in again. Just because we can technically offer somebody else a contract now. Okay. Was there anybody else? Really quickly, because again, I have to find out the consequences of not booking a show and then get the next one up and running, which will involve at least 2 people coming in for the Wayward Champions, and I don't know. We'll see what we can do. A lot going on. I have most of it booked. I just have like little bits I got to fill in. Would it be funny to get Kane? Yes, it would be funny, but do I want to hire Kane full time? No. Do I want to hire Coco? See, here's LA Knight, the former Eli Drake, the current NXT heavyweight champion in this universe. And here he is sitting on the free agent market. I don't want to hire him because I don't want him on my roster. And he refuses to come in for a one shot. Maybe with that we have slightly more showman people, he'll eventually change his mind about that. Who knows? Like, the composition of our roster is getting more and more showman as we're adding legends. Okay. I'm going as fast as I can, just doing a real quick. I'm not really seeing anybody. Again, number one, $40,000, ridiculous. Number two, he has no popularity in the States. How did you manage to do that when you were on the roster of the WWE? I have no idea. But they must have ruined him before he quit. That is so much money, though. I can't justify that for single talent at this point. We're still building. I don't really see anybody else that's like leaping to mind. Oh, that's right. We'll give William Regal a shot. Okay, Regal. I wanted to sign a heavyweight and a junior talent to fill out the roster, and if Booker T doesn't have any interest, maybe William Regal wants to come in. I would even lowball William Regal to start with. What's going on, William? Okay, fair. Doesn't agree. 2 more strikes against Will. We're going to low, mid, and high him. High him! Just to see. We'll see what what works, if anything. And then we'll get on to our vacay and then book in the next show. All right. Nope. Human resources, contract. For North American free agent, which is kind of funny. I guess he's been relocated long enough that they're like, no, you live in the US now. Mid-ball for old William Regal. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Oh, this also gives me somebody else that can tag with Stone Cold Steve Austin, because I know they are real life pals. That's dope. All right, that's actually a pretty good signing, I think. I'm going to make them a good guy, so that I can team with. Oops, so they can team with Steve Austin. Give me 1 second while I write them all in. Yes, they came from USA, but their popularity only exists in Europe. Welcome to the squad. Okay, so your first duty is to report to the GWA locker room, introduce yourself, and then get on a plane. We're going on vacation. We're going to transfer. Oh, wait, who's this? Oh, I haven't put Flamita anywhere. Well, Flamita is definitely going to be a heel. Yarp. Yarp. Oh, wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that makes sense. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. Okay. So, just because I have to, I can't help myself. This is the only way to alphabetize them properly. And no affiliation, do this one, this one, this one. Just if you click them in order and then put them back, all of a sudden everybody's in alphabetical order. Okay, meanwhile, all I really have to do for Regal is put them at the bottom, because their first name's William. Done. So 13 faces, 12 heels, and then 444. Not too shabby. All right. Alrighto. Boink. That is just to like quickly organize everything for me. Just like I can pull from popular heels on this side, faces on this side for my matchups. Mind you, the booking doesn't necessarily work out that way. There's a lot of heel, face matches. A lot of pride on the line. All right. How much you making a month? That's the last thing I need to check. How much is your monthly? Okay, you're already 5'8". Oof. And they're at a Trust D. That's interesting. So, I'm going to actually tweak the last card that I was going to book here. I don't even have them. Ooh, okay. Aha! I got a place to put them right away. All right. It's gonna be a tough test, but we'll see. Ooh, I hope my gurgling stomach didn't get picked up by the microphone. I haven't had nearly enough to eat today. I won't get an opportunity until the stream's over, so if I start to get hangry, I apologize now. All right, it'll say, you cannot hold an event while on vacation. Let's just double check our merchandise. We don't have any, we're not gonna make any. It would be silly of us to do so. We're really worried about losing out on this broadcast contract, but cross your fingers that they don't care that I'm about to take this vacation. The signing of William Regal may have just cost us $1.2 million. Here we go. Fingers crossed. We didn't hold a show. Nothing wrong with that. Got new junior tag team champions in the WWE. Got new junior tag team champions in Dragon Gate. G-Raver, the new GCW champion. GCW just hanging on by a thread and still doing it. How did I still make money? Wait, that means the sponsorships came through, right? Broadcast contract and the sponsorships came through, and we still made money. Didn't even put a show on. Holy crap. I mean, that's not going to tempt me to do that too often, but holy crap. Tag team tournament scheduled in AEW. This would be a perfect time to send Kobashi over there, because they can't have a tag tournament for their belts without Kobashi. JBL? Oh no. I mean, it's great that you're on the team overall. It's great that you're in the wrestling landscape, but I don't think I'm going to be throwing out any contract offers to JBL. All right. I might have to do some rebooking on the fly here. Hang on one second. Because if I can send Kobashi to AEW knowing that they're doing a tag team tournament, Kobashi is one half of their tag team champions and another wayward championship I would like to return to its promotion. So theoretically, if I send them Kobashi, I'm hoping that the AI is smart enough to go like, oh, Kobashi and Lindemann are the tag champs. We got to put them in this tournament. So that does mess up a big 6-person tag team match I was going to run on this show. Okay, but who can I put there instead? Excuse me for just 1 second. My apologies. Apparently I'm getting so hungry I'm starting to become nauseated. All right. Well, I can check that out. Yeah, I can check that out whilst I'm actually booking. All right. In my text, it says, took the whole dang month off work for year 5, month 3. Because I tried to book 7 matches, so that's 7 words. And so it says straight down, match 1 took to the whole dang month off work. And now we're in year 5, month 4. I'm not going to hire anybody. I know we have 1 roster slot, but we just hired Regal and didn't use them for anything. So first things first, still got to do that training center maintenance. We may have gone on vacation, but that doesn't mean when we came back, they didn't, start working out almost immediately. Bless their hearts. Okay. Oh, balance ball can't go any higher at the moment. The cheapest expense, but it needs a gym of 8 or higher. That's funny. Let's do the 70s. Mat work coach, attack and durability. Blam! And rec room, easier to scout. Love that. Okay. All right, so next time out we'll do a couple of the 80s. I like to do a couple every month since we can afford it. All right, didn't have to worry about getting rid of any merchandise, so we can produce it all fresh. Now, like we said, oh wow, that took them no time at all. All right. Hot diggity dang. Okay, so that's strong style Americans. Man, do I have to hire JBL to take the Undertaker down? I don't want to. Randy Orton couldn't do it. He's like on a WrestleMania streak kind of thing with his Hall of Fame championship. It's pretty dope. In fact, let's check that out. Go down here to there it is. The 8th Hall of Fame champion, The Undertaker, has 5 defenses. Has, again, like since earning it though, just crushing it. Can't be beat. Can't be beat. Puts it on the line like every other month, which I like to see. All right, so the event. Yes. We need to invite ourselves some wayward champions. Also, we need to pull somebody first and foremost from Ring of Honor, because we ourselves have a wayward championship on our roster. Ilya Dragunov, a former GWA junior heavyweight champion in his own right, is the current Ring of Honor junior heavyweight champion, and we need to get them their belt back. So, whom amongst you is a junior heavyweight? Mandy Leone would be a fun match. Ray Horace would be interesting. Sumi Sakai. I think we got it off of Sumi Sakai in the first place. So that would technically be a rematch. Ah, poor condition though. Ah, dang. Like, I'll go Vincent. Flip's got a lot going on, it looks like. Let's see. Junior tag champs with Mandy Leon, perhaps? And heavyweight tag champs with PCO? Yeah, and also looks like PCO is 1/3 of the 6th person. Yes, with Ray Horace and Dak Draper. Very interesting. Now, do we go Flip? Not a huge fan, but we got to get them their belt back, or at least try to. One off Asumi. Oh yeah, what's your condition like? A C and C. Poor condition, but a B plus. And let's try Flip Gordon first. Not my first pick, but what's going on, Flip? Okay, so we got Flip Gordon in. I don't want to say to main event. That's where it's currently slotted, but I might move that around, depending. All right, now, Wayward Champion time. Now, this is going to be tough because we got some freelancers that have some belts. I'm going to start with LA Knight because they're on the North American side of things, and they're easy to find. Just keep going down until I see the Namer of Dummies. There they are. Okay. They're freelance, so I hope they're fans of the product. They aren't, generally speaking. Actually, let me back up before I do anything else because I don't want to lose that other signing. So let's save here before we invite anybody else. Okay. This is in an effort to get the NXT, or to get NXT their championship back, by the way. A company we are just barely beginning a relationship with. Don't agree with their wrestling style. That seems to be the major point of contention. Okay. Just because they're all here, I'm going to start just whipping through. Where's Sakuraba? There you are. Because Sakuraba, they've got the Noah Championship. Again, I'm going to give them a try. Again, they don't like our wrestling style, quote unquote. Who else do we have under the Wayward Championship banner here? Oh, Minoru Suzuki, also in Japan. I'm not holding my breath about Suzuki either. I think they're release. They have the IWGP Championship. We gotta try to get them back, but they're a freestyle, so there's no way they want anything to do with a strong style promotion. You know what I'm saying? They're not returning my calls. I think we should give up now. Like, that is a pretty strong no. Okay, so I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna run back into it. They have been giving us the same answers, by the way. Have LA Knight, have Sakuraba, have Minoru Suzuki. Those exactly same worded answers the entire time. Like, it hasn't changed, it hasn't softened at all. I don't think we're going to be able to help like we want to. But what I can try to do is get AAA their championship back off of Bob Backlund. We are friendly with both of those promotions, so I can try something there. Bob Backlund, come on down. Okay, Bob Backlund's here. He has the Noah Heavyweight Champion, or excuse me, he has the AAA Mega Championship. So we're going to try to send it on back. Okay, who's the largest, most deadliest? I mean, I kind of want to, but they're also trustees, so there's no guarantee that they keep the belt and don't, like, quit the promotion shortly thereafter. Monster Clown? You darn right, Monster Clown. Again, maybe Pagano? Oh, a lot of these people are in D, huh? Oh, dear. Dave the Clown. It's gonna be one. It's got to be one of the clowns, I'm thinking, or Pagano, which is as close to it. Blue Demon Jr. Huge fan. Oh well, you know, if I brought in Polvo de Estralas, do you think Undertaker would be upset? We don't talk about their match in Mexico. I kind of want to do Monster Clown, even though they also have a D in trust, but who knows? Maybe giving them or maybe them winning the belt will help out. Sure. All right, Monster Clown versus Bob Backlund for the AAA belt. I'll just pencil that in the 3 spot here. So we have Monster Clown versus Bob Backlund. Bob's old. He'll think he's working with Doink again. He's back in WWF in 93 or something like that. You little whippersnapper. Okay. So we have a couple of people showing up to help out. 3 people, in fact, which might make things difficult depending on how we go. So we can book our event. Yes, please. Our normal 15,000 seater. Eventually, we're going to get up to $60 a head. Oops, I did not need to do the rules, though it is probably smart to check. Let's just double check that they're all the same. I didn't do anything funky. No, I didn't run any weird promotional battles or anything like that. Okay, what championship am I doing here? Ring of Honor Junior Heavyweight Championship. Ilya Dragunov defending against Ring of Honor's Flip Gordon. Alright, current attire Flip Gordon. 1,000 people are jazzed about that. Now, I had a 6-person tag match scheduled here, but I'm going to wait to book that, because I'm going to fill out the rest of the card first to see what we can actually do. Ooh, only one in-house championship match on this show. Kind of easing into things. Okay. Ooh, tab-a-doo. Let's start at the beginning then. Normally, we have ourselves a singles or tag with our opening match warriors, Mad Polly. Well, Buddy Murphy coming off that very brief title reign. Poor guy, Snakebit, can win the junior title but can't hold on to it. Won the belt off of Kairi Sane and then turned out to be a transitional champion because he immediately ended up dropping it to Dragon Rojo Jr. So, standing issue between those two in a singles capacity, which could play into some tag team action later. But before that, before they cross paths, the Mad Buds, Buddy Murphy and Mad Polly, are going to face the former GWA tag team champions, Bill Bullock and Dave Mastiff, the Yard Dogs, in their first match since losing their championships. Okay. So they'll be looking for a measure of revenge against the tag team division at large. Now, speaking of, let's do ourselves another tag team match with our new face combo. Steve Austin calling in favors, getting friends in because he's got that feud with Raven going on. So who picks up the phone? Oh, nice. Old school. Oh, they didn't go singlet Regal, which I actually kind of respect. Well, that's fun. Super old. There's your traditional. And here's like sort of late stage, but still badass. Steve Austin and William Regal teaming up against the Doldrum combination of Drew McIntyre, the muscle of the group, and Raven, as the Austin Raven feud rages on. Raven with that pinfall singles victory over Steve Austin that he cannot let go. Hopefully, Austin Regal maybe come out on top of this, and Austin earns himself another singles match. If they lose, I might put them into another tag before Austin gets a new singles, or I might do William Regal Raven to see what happens there. We'll see, we'll see. All right, match number 3. Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. Hang on, match number 3. I put the Monster Clown booking in the wrong month. Hang on 1 second. Fixed! Gosh, I love templating things. Okay. Title match. Nope. No. Title match for the Noah Championship. Mr. Bob Backlund. Oh, sorry, the Triple H. I keep getting it wrong because he's a Noah talent. The AAA Heavyweight Championship. They don't even have Noah. Noah doesn't even have their proper belt. All right, who did I bring in? The one and only Monster Clown. I think we'll go with the default. Apparently, they obviously work without the mask / makeup. That's going to be an interesting little bit of business. Maybe. Oh, less people showed up. What if I put you way down here? Tons more people show up because it's a title match. That's interesting to note. Okay, 7737. Less people. All right. Well, they're higher up the card at least, so I'm going to move these. 7737. I'm just trying to put some space between these tag matches is all I'm trying to do here. Okay, so speaking of, next one I actually have a tag match booked, but we'll see. Let's see here. Wait, what am I doing? Why does this feel like more than 7 matches? 1, 2, 3. I gotta do that 6-person tag. That's the semi-main, yeah. The AAA one. Yeah. I have a tag and a... Okay, I got a singles to go here. It deserves to be way higher on the card, but let's put the tag here then. Oops. Oh no, no swapping. No swapping. Let's put the other tag here. I don't really want it to be a tag anymore. Alright. Now, what I'm going to do, what I've started off thinking about doing, is Mike Bailey, Brody Lee on one side of things. Actually, let's put them over here because they're going to be the de facto faces in this one, even though they're kind of a neutral faction. Against, who did I book them against? Ah, yes, the Junior Achievers. El Tejano Jr. Now, the logic here, or at least the internal storyline here, is that Dragon Rojo is your new junior heavyweight champion, and should Mike Bailey and Brody Lee get a victory here, then Mike Bailey gets a title shot. That's sort of my booking philosophy there. Now, again, I want that big 6-person, trios match, just because that's quicker to say. Had a big old singles contest coming up here, though. Like we said, we sometimes get face-face matches where someone has to work de facto heel. So in this case, we're going to make that Kurt Angle because he's going one-on-one. With the leader of the standard, Bret Hart. We're going to run Bret Hart Kurt Angle, just in case you were wondering. Let's see how we can do on... Okay, so I got this 6-person tag coming up, and it's where I'm putting most of my heavy hitters, and oh gosh, now that that spot is opened up, hang on. Oh yeah, okay, so I gotta see about... Oh crap. I didn't send Kobashi anywhere yet, but I'm going to. So this is gonna be a very interesting 6-person tag team matchup. All right, so on the one side of things, it's pretty straightforward. We're doing a trios match, and we are building towards the last cash in that the Squared Circle K earned themselves by becoming the trios champions, as you see them here. So let's just double check who I wanted in this match, just because it'd be fun. Okay, so we're going to start with Keiji Muto in the ring. He's already cashed in his shot, did not win the championship. Okada is the only one with a title shot left. So what we're building towards is, in a month or two, Okada versus Misawa for the GWA strap. Kairi Sane coming off losing the junior championship. There we go, that brought some people. So that is the team facing Misawa and company. But with Kobashi about to be on loan to AEW, fingers crossed they smartly book them to lose their tag, or at least put the tag team titles on the line in that tournament. And yeah, it's not that I want Kobashi taking losses, but if we can get the belt off him, that'd be great. So Misawa's got to find some other people to tag with. I know he already has someone in mind. Crossing over into the heel side of things, here comes Jushin Liger. Oh, look at these fun costumes. Nice, some early stuff. Yeah, Black Liger. Okay. So Liger's in there. Misawa's in here, which is interesting because now he's consorting with a heel. But whatever he can do to, I guess, keep the Squared Circle K at bay. There's your GWA champion making some strange alliances. Speaking of, Kobashi would go here, but like we said, we're going to try to send Kobashi to AEW to get rid of his half of the AEW Tag Team Championships. The biggest star I can think to put here is The Undertaker, our current Hall of Fame champion, teaming up with the GWA champion. I know they've done it before. He also has had recent issue with the Squared Circle K after defending the belt against Keith Lee, and I think he took on Muto at some point as well. Super popular. Let's see if I do this, if I can sell 15,000 tickets at $60 a pop. Oh, nope, 13,000 at $60 a pop. That's full commercial advertising. What about in a large hall for 40, for 20? Okay, I can get $800,000 in a 40,000 seater with a TV commercial. Okay, with a TV commercial. That's going to cover expenses. Let's do that. Let's move on to the 40,000 seater, $20. Okay, so we're doing a you know, moderate stadium show with this one. I don't like looking at all these tag matches in a row, so hang on. I feel like this one's... No, these are the two least important. But I also don't want to do this. Alright, it's not changing any of the... See, 44 less people showed up if that's too low. So let's see if we can... That didn't change anything. I want the 6-person tag fairly high. Did it not get them back? Hang on. Plus 191 people with Monster Clown. Okay, moving Monster Clown and them up. This is the sort of juggling you have to do. 44 less people. 44 more people want to see 2-on-1 matches. That's what that is. Okay, that's all that means. All right, which is very strange to me. Okay, we'll put the 2 title matches, bing bang, in the main events, even though only one of them features GWA talent. Yeah, if I can get 200 extra people to show up, that's $400. Can't help myself. Okay, so let's see what I've done to this card, just so I can reorganize my text file real quick. So that stayed put, that stayed put. Monster Clown and Bob Backlund got moved into the semi-main event. Bret Hart, Kurt went third? Yeah, Bret and Kurt go third now. Before another tag and then a 6 tag. So we got tag, tag, single, tag, tag, or tag, tag, single, tag, trio, single, single. All right. All right, not the worst thing in the world. We're featuring a lot of our talent. We're featuring other promotions. We're trying to solve some of these wayward championship problems and make sure that we can put on a good show in front of a decent crowd. And we got 40,000 confirmed. I mean, guesstimated to show up. I'm not super zazzed about it because I'm not intimately familiar with everybody because we got some guests in, but that's okay. Right, now, the important thing is I pulled Kobashi from that 6-person tag to put them in this tournament. Absolutely, please, please put the belts on the line in the tournament with Kobashi, put him in there with Linda Man, etc., etc. Okay, so we are getting friendly with AEW. NXT we're trying to make inroads with. Let's send them Adam Page. Adam Page goes to NXT. Let's loan. Who's next? Big Japan we don't really have much with. AAA, we're helping them out. Who else we got? Is them Darby? Nah. Who do we have that's actually popular over there? Flamita. Here you go. They're not popular enough? Poppycock. Yeah, there you go. Flamita going to AAA for us. Okay. Working our way down. Friendly with Ring of Honor. Look at this. Friendly, friendly, friendly. Normal. Friendly, 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 friendly. Indifferent. Indifferent. These two, well, this one, we're friendly with AAA, so it doesn't make sense for us to be also friendly with CMLL, because they are the major rivals in their territory. Big Japan, we just haven't had any inroads with. I'm not super jazzed about working with a hardcore promotion, to be honest, except for the fact that they have Hollywood Hulk Hogan on their roster, and I think it would be hilarious to do a promotional battle where we had to fight him. And then Normal, we're working on it. Friendly, and then the big two that we're actually competing with, I've just left alone. Except for New Japan. We're going to try a little bit here. You guys want CM Punk? Oh, man. He's way down in popularity in the States. That's interesting. How about Randy Orton? Y'all want Randy Orton? It said they had no interest, but I'm like, it's Randy Orton. So Randy Orton's going to work New Japan for us. Let's go send CM Punk somewhere. This would be hilarious. They have no interest in our promotion. Let me go back and save real quick. I'm sure I already did. But just in case. Let's go back. Save real quick, just in case they say no. I just think this is funny. Yeah, okay. No interest in working in... I do want to send him somewhere, though. Because his popularity is only C in America. I mean, I can send him to some tiny fed, but it'll help. It'll all help. It'll boost sales somewhere. Okay, now back to management. Oops, back to event loan. Who is in the North Americas? Here we go. We'll send CM Punk to GCW. The tiniest promotion we possibly can. Try to keep everybody alive here. Okay. Friendly with Impact, friendly with Noah. Send somebody to Noah. How about Becky? Becky Lynch goes to work for Wrestling Noah. Hey! What's going on? Ooh, nice to see you. We are booking our first show still. We've already booked our first show. We're spreading our wings, sending our talent out to all these friendly promotions, or at least promotions we're trying to be friendly with. There's got to be somebody we can send the WWE to try. Like, how about Shawn Michaels go work a WWE event for us? How about that? Let's try that. Okay, they said yes. We sent Shawn Michaels to the WWE. Let's try Jon Moxley. Nope, they don't want Jon Moxley. I saved it right beforehand, right? I always do. I think I'm okay. I sent a bunch of people out. We got some people not on the card. They're just gonna have to deal with that. Yeah, Liger was booked. He's in a pretty prominent role. He's one of our newest signees and wasn't very happy about it. So there's that. I don't know about William Regal's status either, but we'll see. Personal advice. Trust. Randy wants more money already. Okay. I like that. Oh, I can't do anything because they're booked, eh? I gotta wait until the show's over? Yeah, out on loan currently. We'll have to address that once the chips have fallen in the month of April here. Okay, so we've loaned a bunch of people out. Oh yeah, we got to make merchandise. I was gonna say, what haven't we done? And it is merchandise. All right, our contracts are still in full effect. We have a 40,000 seat arena this time, I just realized. Holy crap, so we're gonna make 10,000 shirts. It's a big show. We're gonna make 10,000 towels. We're gonna make 10,000 photo collections. They don't expire. They're not going anywhere. We're gonna skip the Blu-rays. We're gonna make 5,000 branded goods, or we're gonna make 5,000 goods for the event and 5,000 branded snacks. That's literally 40,000 objects that people can now fight over. Now, for our heavy ticket item, we'll do 3,000 DVDs. These are like essentially sort of best ofs, trying to introduce more and more people to our product. And now we got ourselves $1 million show. All right. Let's see how we do. Got 40,000 people showing up. Okay, so fingers crossed, everybody. Oh, I know I just saved it, but I'll do it again just to clear my mind. I got a goldfish brain when it comes to stuff like this. I'm going to proceed to the event. We have 3 friends coming in, traveling internationally. Let's hope that everything goes smoothly and everybody shows up for work. That's all I want. Everybody shows up for work. Okay. Usually this seems pretty smooth. All right. Still a full house at 40,000. Oh my goodness gracious me. There we go. And we got a lot going on here. Man, I really hope that Kobashi is putting those tag belts on the line in AEW whilst I run this, as we are trying to not only run our promotion, but help out literally every other wrestling promotion across the landscape. As you can see, we're getting friendly with as many of them as possible too. Everybody loves working with and for the GWA. It's all, eventually my plan is we're gonna do like 10 match super cards of like championships upon championships all over the place. Might be shorter streams, but they might be longer shows. Speaking of, let's get to our 7-match show right now. Let me get myself out of the way. Here! And then get down to the ring for our first match. It's the Mad Buds! Buddy Murphy and Mad Polly going up against the former, that seems weird to say, the former tag team champions, the Yard Dogs, Bill Bullock and Dave Mastiff. Let's get down to ringside for this Clash of Titans, the Titanic Tag Team Clash. As Mr. Bigfoot calls for the bell, and we are underway. No ring bell, a whistle. Sorry, Mr. Bigfoot calling for the whistle, as this is something of a Mexican-style arena here in America. 40,000 strong. Oof. Here to take in the GWA action. We're happy to have you with us as well. Oh, Buddy Murphy not too happy with Bill Bullock after that rake of the eyes there. Bill Bullock, the Convict, and his partner, Big Dave Mastiff, the Yard Dogs, had a stranglehold on that tag team championship for a while until newcomers, the fastest rising tag team in the history of this promotion, the Street Profits, earned themselves a victory, an opportunity to contest for the titles, and then won those titles in their first try. As you see Dave Mastiff and Buddy Murphy on the floor, no countouts or disqualifications on the floor of the GWA, as Bill Bullock, center of the ring, just waiting for any activity from Buddy Murphy's partner, Mad Polly, who seems content to wait on the apron in the early moments of this. Oh, Dave Mastiff going to work. You can see Bullock surveying the damage. Got to be keeping Mad Polly in his periphery. So far, Buddy Murphy left to fend for himself. Perhaps some... Oh, dang! Neckbreaker across the knee there. Nicely done by Mastiff. Really holding his own there against the best kept secret, who's now finally back into the match and may have been knocked out. Wait a minute. How was Mastiff legal that whole time? Oh. A lot better tag team continuity out of the former champs, I must say. At least in the opening 5 minutes of this contest, as now finally Mad Polly's back and involved, and seems not to give too much of a hoot about his partner. Perhaps some sour grapes? Related to Buddy Murphy's recent singles success. Mad Polly, the opening match warrior, has been under GWA contract for a good long while and has yet to taste any sort of gold in the organization. Meanwhile, his partner Buddy Murphy, a former 2-time junior heavyweight champion of the world. So who knows? Oh, man. Big boot to Mad Polly there from Bill Bullock. You know Bullock and Mastiff are looking to get right back on top of the tag team rankings. And opening contest or not, a win against the Mad Buds here will do a lot to get them back into contention. We have about 8 regular teams, I feel. Stables included. Mastiff going to work with those chops. Oh, and then a big hammer fist to the nose of Mad Polly sends him back to the corner. Some more chops for Mad Polly, and then a punch to the face. Buddy Murphy just getting abused in this contest to this point. Tries to roll up for a no count. Still has those technical instincts, does Buddy Murphy. But the opening 10 minutes of this contest, I would award to the Yard Dogs. Hang on. As they just kill the magic of Buddy Murphy before turning their attention to Mad Polly. The Convict Bill Bullock with a discus lariat. Mad Polly fighting his way free. Thought about going for a tag, thought better of it. For better or for worse, Mad Bud's looking to come out on the winning way, in a winning way here. Oh, man! And as you can see, the Yard Dogs willing to go to any depths to secure the victory for themselves, to get right back into tag title contention. Diving fist drop to the bum bum. Calls that salute your glute. Off the ropes comes Mad Polly. Big Vader attack. Drops a heavy elbow. Now he feels like he's got the time and space to get over to his corner and tag in Buddy Murphy, but he can see. And with that parting shot. Oh, hang on. Big powerbomb combo coming up. Spiral bomb. Polly playing D. Oh, Buddy Murphy almost surprised. Hang on. Wait a minute. Prison plex from Buddy Murphy. Oh, Bill Bullock escaped. Almost pinned him with his own hold. Buddy Murphy coming in a house on fire. Drops a big senton atomico off the top. Into the cover. 1, 2, no. Bullock out again, but barely. Former tag champs on the ropes. Can the Mad Buds close it out? Drops him with the suplex. Tags in Mad Polly. Oh, Bill Bullock craftily negotiates his way back to his own corner, and in comes Dave Mastiff. Huge powerbomb on Polly, but too close to the ropes. He's able to grab the bottom one and fight on. Not bad strategy by Mastiff at that time. Buddy Murphy would have had to go all the way back to his own corner to tag up before he could even attempt to help his partner break that pin. Two men just slugging it out. Here comes another huge powerbomb from Mastiff. Bullock in half a second too late for the D, but it didn't matter. Dave Mastiff with the powerbomb, pinning Mad Polly. Buddy Murphy in to try to break it up, but just a fraction of a second too late. And the Mad Buds fall to the Yard Dogs in your opening contest. And I update my text file. Whoa, a 5-star classic to open us up. The 40,000 in this arena rocking and rolling to that one. Hot diggity dang. Okay, so we save after every match too. Just, you know, just cause. Coming up again, we have more tag team action. The feud between Austin and Raven, or rather Austin and the entire Doldrums faction, continues as he was challenged to a tag team contest by Doldrums leader Raven, obviously employing his hired muscle. Drew McIntyre, as the other half of his tag team combination, challenged Steve Austin to find anybody he hadn't previously tagged with to come in and face them. Sort of challenged him to find any friends he had left. And lo and behold, William Regal answered the call, not only for this tag team matchup, but now becoming a full-time member of the GWA roster. So we have Steve Austin and William Regal against Drew McIntyre and Raven. As always, the Creature on Feature senior official here in the GWA, Mr. Bigfoot, calls for the whistle, and we are underway. McIntyre going to work early with those chops. Might have the power advantage, but there's no discounting the brawling fury of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Just sort of toying with Austin with that very early pin attempt. I know he couldn't have been serious about attempting a 3 off of a chop to the chest. Test of strength. Yields no results. McIntyre counters the hammer throw. Eats the scoop slam. Make it 2. Now has had enough. And in comes Raven. Very early appearance by the other half of the tag team combination is now Steve Austin playing mind games with the leader of the Doldrums. Tags out to William Regal. Smirk on his face on the apron. So now we got Raven and Regal going tete-a-tete. Very early covers here. A lot of no counts thus far. Raven absorbing that shoulder block. The two men about to slug it out here. Regal with those uppercuts. Doing the damage. Gaining the advantage. Working some knees into the gut of Raven now. Regal, of course, master of the Regal stretch and the knee trembler. That running knee to the side of the head. Has knocked out many opponents with it. Raven, of course, will be looking to pull Regal's head to the canvas with that even flow DDT. Hang on. Nice. Combo powerbomb on Regal. As McIntyre and Austin are tagged in, we got fresh combatants on both sides. And as I talk over the 5-minute call. Oh, my Twitch app is blowing up at me. What's going on here? Oh, my tablet's telling me about the football game. That's okay. I'm taping it to watch after. Big sports night. Pens game. Ravens game. McIntyre and Austin slugging out. You can see smaller but mighty Steve Austin getting in the face with a larger Drew McIntyre. Now slowing things down with the Boston Crab. Like we said, that brawling fury of the Bionic Redneck. Hard to withstand. So in their one-on-one confrontation between Austin and Raven, Raven did get the 3 count, just a 1 count that time for the leader of the Doldrums. Drop toe onto the chair from Raven! Signature offense! I didn't even know he had that move. That's dope. I mean, it's not exactly the way he does the spot, but that's a pretty good Fire Pro representation of it. Austin's had enough, tagging out to Regal once again. Stunner into the rock bottom out of Austin and Regal. Raven with a Russian leg sweep, trying to get back on track. Regal stomping away, trying to position him for what? Oh, gets suplexed by Raven. Sent off the ropes. Drop toe sans chair. Allows Raven to tag out to McIntyre. Now McIntyre, Regal, I hadn't thought of this. This is a former, were they part of the United Nations in the WWE? Which is very funny because at the time that they were, or like a year or two before they made the United Nations, which was like Regal, McIntyre, I want to say Sheamus, maybe Wade Barrett. A year or two before they made that a real faction in the WWE, I made the House of Lords in their like universe mode or whatever their video game was that was essentially the same people. Where I remember in the story mode of the video game, they, oh, that's where it was. There was the story mode of the video game where they like brought back the European title once they won the US title and so on and so forth. Anyway, I had done it previously in universe mode without it being a story. And then a year or two later, it was an actual storyline in the game. I was blown away. Now, the reason that there was a DQ count there is that he passed through the ropes with the sledgehammer. Oh my God! Even flow into the chair to Austin! And then an even flow to Regal! Doldrums asserting themselves on the floor here. Austin and Regal looking for a way to fight back. Double team's a good way to start. Nice double team suplex to McIntyre. And now one to Raven. Trying to give as good as they get are the team of Austin and Regal as McIntyre tries to throw Austin back into the ring with that belly to belly. Oh, the inverted Alabama slam. I don't know what else to call it. To Steve Austin, who recovers in time to suplex Raven and then get dumped on his head by McIntyre. Tiger bomb there by Regal to the Raven on the floor. Raven grabs another chair before sending Regal back inside. Looks like it's back to McIntyre and William Regal, your legal combatants. Nice tilt-a-roll backbreaker by McIntyre, who drops Regal and allows Raven to get the tag. Exploder to McIntyre. Regal scurries back to his corner. Now we got Raven and Austin face to face once again. Raven sent into the corner. Sends Austin to the floor to continue the carnage anew. Another steel chair for Raven here. No countouts or DQs on the floor. This is all perfectly legal. Oh, and he blasts him in the back of the head with a chair. Does Raven. Now just poking him in the kidneys twice now to help out his buddy McIntyre. And now a double power bomb. Oh, onto the chairs. It looks like McIntyre got most of the chairs there. Oh. Future Shock DDT to Austin on the floor. Might have also landed on the chair there as well. A lot of hardware out here. Stunner to Raven. Things are breaking down and continue to be broken. Oh my gosh, inverted Alabama slam, and he tried to whip his throat across the guardrail to Drew McIntyre. Tried to straight up murder William Regal. Tried to pop his head off like a bottle cap. Thankfully, he survived. Raven with those combos into the discus lariats. McIntyre revving the crowd up as he gets back into the ring. I think he's just trying to goad Regal onto the stage. This thing is definitely broken down. I think it's Austin and Raven as the legal fighters, but their partners are giving it what for. Big knee trembler to McIntyre there from Regal, asserting his authority. And now we are back to Raven and Austin. Austin back to his corner. Raven likewise tagging. Now Drew and Regal are legal. Drew and Regal are legal. As Raven eats a stunner bottom combo. Oh, big forearm to the side of the jaw of McIntyre. I think it's taken William Regal a few moments to get warmed up in their first appearance here in the GWA, but have acclimated themselves quite well, and there's another knee trembler into the cover, but Raven is right there to break it up at one.
20 minutes gone.
As we pass 20 minutes in this tag team contest, the war between Austin and the Doldrums raging on as he has enlisted longtime ally William Regal. Inverted Alabama slam once again. I don't know what that's actually called, but it looks straight up nasty. Big exploder by Regal allows him to tag Austin in. McIntyre still pressing forward, at least for the moment. Stunner to McIntyre! Into the cover goes Austin. 1, 2, and a Raven breaks it up. Regal couldn't quite get there in time. Well, Austin went for a chair. McIntyre cut him off. Two men slugging it out once more. Center of the ring. Austin wins that argument. Stomping the mud hole.
What?
Talking it dry. Out comes the invisible trumpet. Getting ready to celebrate. That diving pinpoint fist drop to the lower back of Drew, but he's able to recover first and get Raven tagged in. Raven and Austin. Center of the ring. Austin with the low blow. Austin slugging away, but Raven has lured him back into his own corner. Austin working that midsection. Tags out to Regal. Getting close to 25 minutes past in this one. Softening him up for Regal. Might see the stretch here. Nope, pulls him back to his feet. I don't know if this version of William Regal also has the power of the punch. It could be a third finisher option for Regal, along with the Trembler and the Regal stretch. Big clothesline by Regal, drops Raven. Got him set up for it, but again pulls him back to his feet. Russian leg sweep by Raven. Discus lariat follows it up. Look at the pile of chairs on the floor there by the time count. Raven got back control, but only momentarily. Gets sent off the ropes now. Big elbow, forearm across the jaw, whatever you want to call it. Breaks the eyes of Regal. Gets exploded into the turnbuckle. Raven sneakily tags out to Drew McIntyre. Nice powerbomb combo there. McIntyre's got that Future Shock DDT and that running Claymore kick. See what he can do against Steve Austin here, who swings wildly with a chair and misses. Reverse off the ropes. Austin wailing away. Drops the elbow off the ropes.
What?
Getting in Drew's face about it. Off the ropes again. Kitchen sink knee lift. Creeping up on 30 minutes. Now, when we get to this sort of time, any major submission attempt could end the match immediately. To say nothing of an effective finish, earning a 3 count. Austin again with a combination fists and elbow drop. And trash talk. Into the stunner. Covers him, but Raven is right there to break it at 1. Drew McIntyre has absorbed a hell of a lot of punishment here. Now finds himself in the wrong part of town. He's in the Austin and Regal corner as we pass the 30-minute mark in this tag team contest. McIntyre able to fight free of Regal's grasp and get Raven tagged back in. I think McIntyre is going to need more than a moment on the apron to get recovered from the onslaught of Austin he just endured. Nice bulldog by Raven, smartly pulling him into that red corner. Discus lariat drops Regal. Exploder by William Regal. Trying to even the playing field with Raven. Raven gets up, dazed. Regal suplex with the bridge. Oh, but McIntyre kicks the leg out at 1. Taught that move to Bryan Danielson. Employs it to great effect. Nice leg sweep there by Raven once again. Another effective move in Regal's arsenal, by the way, that Regal plex. That leg grab backdrop with the cradle straight into the bridging pin. Discus lariat from Raven, silencing Austin once again and allowing Mcintyre to once again be tagged into this matchup. Austin not quite aware of it. Now he is. Off the ropes. Oh, big boot. Thought it might have been a Claymore. Oh, I saw Drew McIntyre counting down to the Claymore kick, but didn't go for it. Austin able to recover enough to drag McIntyre back into his corner. Now back to the center and red corner. For Doldrums member Drew McIntyre. Leader Raven on the apron, and then Austin getting hit with that inverted Alabama slam. Again, I don't know what else to call it. It just looks so vicious. Off the ropes comes Austin. Big knee lift. Back to the midsection, trying to commit Grand Theft Oxygen on Drew McIntyre. Can't fight if you can't breathe. Tags William Regal back in and takes out a bit more frustration on McIntyre before heading out to the apron. Drew and William slugging it out now. Regal winning the battle of the clotheslines. Oh, McIntyre may have been lulling him in there for that drop toe hold. In comes Raven, double clothesline once again working the neck of Regal. All softens him up for the DDT. McIntyre's got his own variation of a DDT as well. Knee trembler to Raven. 1, 2. Oh, ho, ho, ho. McIntyre took 2 tries to break that up and was very close to not doing the job properly. Raven almost pinned there, but we fight on as we crest towards 40 minutes in this tag team contest. Inverted DDT by Raven, and he eats an exploder. Counters Regal into that Russian leg sweep. Regal back to his corner, tags in Austin. Raven fends them off momentarily. Woof. Austin misses with another wild chair swing. Raven off the ropes. Oh, both men down. Austin up first. Raven up and tagging out. Austin again missing with that chair shot. Big assisted powerbomb to Austin. Rolls up Austin, but too close to his own corner. Now McIntyre sent outside the ring on the side of Austin and Regal. Most of the brawling has been on the other side of the ring. Oh, seemed like a quick fake out there, but Austin unable to take advantage. Oh, ref might want to check that. That may have been a low blow there. Now, do we have still 5 to stop kicking him in the dingus if that was the case? Austin taking back out to Regal. This thing has somehow settled down back into a tag match, at least for now. Raven gets tagged back in. Tells the crowd what he thinks of him. And then the power of the punch! There it is! He may have knocked him out, but McIntyre's there to save the pin attempt. And Raven fights his way back to his feet. He does have the power of the punch. Wow, he's got a lot of signature stuff. Regalplex, power of the punch, knee trembler, Regal stretch. It's a good handful of finishes. As we now creep towards 45 minutes. Dragon suplex for the bridge. McIntyre kicks it out. "44 minutes plus, headed towards 45 minutes. My word, what a tag team war this is, and there is no end in sight. Oh, Austin again gets cut off going for a chair. trying to rely on it way too often, in my opinion, in this tag team contest. Has not worked out for him at all. Raven has certainly had his number when it comes to steel chair usage in this one, as we might have an example of right here. Nope, Raven throws him into his own corner and then goes all the way across the ring to tag in Drew. Bit of mind games being played. Oh, as I think Raven just ran head first on purpose, just headbutted Austin down there, took himself out in the process, but allows Drew to recover into the Claymore. Drew can't make the cover. Austin up after the Claymore kick.
What?
Talking trash as only he can.
What?
In the face of McIntyre now. Oh. Drew counters with the drop toe. Now he's goading the crowd on. Headbutt to the back of the head. My word. Nice scoop slam by Austin. Allows him to tag Regal back in. 47.5 minutes gone in this one. I gotta tell you, if anybody even thinks of putting on a submission hold, their opponent's gonna tap. So we are in a sort of sudden death mode in regards to a submission victory, but if they're content to pin the other, this could go all night. Raven tag back in now. Big clothesline by Regal. Pays him no mind. Puts him down, keeps pulling him back up, dude. His legs are right there for the Regal stretch. Sent across the ring, tied to the Tree of Woe, and then just, I can't quite see because of Austin's head positioning, but those kicks might have been low. Big clothesline in the corner in response, now sends Raven across the ring. Working the midsection is Regal. Oh, drop toe hold by Raven, as we're now about to hit the 50-minute mark. No time calls anymore. Maybe we'll get one at the 1 hour mark. Austin stomping away if this thing goes an hour. Raven sends him to the floor. Stunner into the rock bottom for Raven, courtesy of Austin and Regal. And then a double team suplex as they send Raven, on top of McIntyre. Now a double team powerbomb to Austin. Working that neck. Stunner to Drew on the floor.
What?
Raven's got a chair. Oh. Regal able to attack Raven before he could swing that chair. My word, such is the intensity of the feud between Steve Austin and Raven that they have fought for almost an hour now in this tag team contest. As you see Raven getting dumped with an exploder. Future Shock DDT to Austin on the floor. The toll that this match is going to take on these four competitors, it's a good thing we took last month off. They needed the rest for this one. My word. Austin now calling for a microphone, has something to say to Raven. Raven in turn just slams him outside the ring so he can get back to work on William Regal, who's clutching at his neck in the center of the ring now. Austin again missing with that steel chair. Raven just tags out, just has enough. Austin tags into Regal. I don't think he saw Regal squirming around on the floor, grabbing his neck. Stunner rock bottom combination for McIntyre, but Regal can't follow up right away. McIntyre sent into the corner. Regal trips over his own shadow. Throwing snap suplex out of Drew McIntyre, who counts down from 3 and is getting ready to hit that Claymore to Regal. Oh, he gets cut off with the forearm. Regalplex. 2. Raven breaks the bridge, and we continue in this contest. Claymore kick to Regal, but he's right back to his feet. Was going for another Regalplex, but McIntyre countered in that Bulldog and tagged in Raven. Austin tagged in fresh on the other side. Raven sent to the floor. And on we fight! Oh my gosh! Half and half suplex to Raven on the floor. Meanwhile, Austin and McIntyre paired off in the ring. We gotta wait for Raven to return to the ring for this fight to properly continue. It cannot end with Raven on the floor and as William Regal criticals him. Oh, backdrop driver, but Raven rolls through. Gets sent into the guardrail. Austin going up top in the meanwhile. Drops that elbow into the sternum of Drew McIntyre. Nobody seems the least bit winded, and we are moments from the 1 hour mark in this contest. Another exploded Raven on the floor in the ring. Nice suplex to Austin from McIntyre. Two different singles contests happening. Oh, future shock DDT to Austin. Tiger bomb to Raven on the floor. Regal's back in, Raven's back in. Austin and Raven are legal. And as we said, 60 minutes have passed. Regal and McIntyre tagged in. Austin again misses with that chair. He hasn't hit it once. Backdrop driver by Regal. Folds him in half. He's in the wrong half of the ring if he wants to attempt a pin, though, as Regal. He could end things with a submission, though. The two fighters slugging it out here. McIntyre wins the war of those clotheslines. Regal adjusts himself. Gets sent off the ropes. Oh, poor timing on the rebound. McIntyre was looking to put some extra momentum and stank on a Claymore kick. Didn't properly time it. That's what'll happen when you attempt new stuff like that. 60 minutes plus into a matchup. We might have to impose time limits if we have too many more of these. Like a tag team match should be like a 45-minute contest. Championship matches, of course, would have no time limit. But I think like a singles match should be like half an hour. Trios match should be an hour. Tag match 45 minutes. That seems reasonable to allow for the possibility of draws. But since we don't have countouts or DQs on the floor, might as well just let it ride as is. Perhaps in Generation 3, when and if that ever happens. Austin getting the last word in that battle with Raven, but they're both up at the same time once again. Austin off the ropes and wailing away. I can't get more than 2 sentences out without having a coughing fit. McIntyre once again tagged into the contest. Austin doesn't know who to attack first. McIntyre sending Austin into the corner. Austin grabbing a headlock and pulling him all the way across the ring. Oh, Rocco, thanks very much for the hydrant. I actually just did. I'll do it again, though. Another extra little sip. Austin wailing away on McIntyre, center of the ring. What an incredible tag team contest we've seen. Getting towards 70 minutes. And this is only match 2 of a 7-match show. Crowd has been on their feet and going insane for over half an hour now. Oh, McIntyre and Regal down. Now you see the fatigue beginning to set in. A lot of mistimed opportunities. Hang on, power of the punch by Regal. Referee didn't see nothing. Into the cover 1, but Raven is right there to save his partner. Oh, McIntyre just bounces Regal off of Raven. That's interesting use of your tag partner there. And then the inverted Alabama slam to Regal. Tags Raven in. Lit a fire under Regal. Did that last major move by McIntyre. Rake of the eyes by Raven. Swinging neck breaker. Reverses Raven into the corner and freely tags out. Just when you think one member of a team is in serious jeopardy, they find a way to tag their partner in. Even flow DDT center of the ring to Steve Austin. Rolls him over for the cover. 1, 2, and Regal breaks it up. Big near fall at the 70-minute mark. But we fight on. Huge clothesline by Austin there, but he gets hit with another even flow. Raven back into the cover. Regal there at the count of 1 this time. Air raid crash to Regal. He's not there to tag. Austin wanted to tag, but Regal's not there. Low blow to Austin. Now he's firmly entrenched in the Doldrums corner. Raven looking to finish him off. Austin fighting free. Ties Raven up in the tree of woe. Stomping a different kind of mud hole as Raven quickly tags out to McIntyre. Who's going to slug it out with Stone Cold Steve Austin? You can see Raven sucking wind on the apron. What an epic tag team combination this has turned out to be. What a debut for William Regal, win or lose, in this contest. I'm legit losing my voice. Mostly because I've been fighting like some form of cold. Big future shock DDT there to Austin, who is up and tagging out. That's the first sign of danger. And like we said, we got 5 more matches after this. I might just do the 1 card today, since it was technically 2 months worth of action, the first month being a vacation. Just to get things back on track. We'll eventually end up doing about 2 hours total, or at the end of this whole card, I would think. Depending on how long this one goes. I don't know how they're not going to be like fully red. Hang on, Regal Plex, but right in the corner of Raven, who breaks it up very shortly after the 1 count, and now a nice double team powerbomb on Regal. McIntyre tags Raven back in legally. This is the hardest I have seen Raven have to fight in their GWA tenure. That includes their epic battle where they hold a pinfall victory over Stone Cold Steve Austin, the match that ignited this feud in the first place. Regal now sending Raven down and tagging Austin in. Austin pauses for a moment before stalking his prey, stunner into the rock bottom.
What?
Austin telling him all about it. Off the ropes he comes. Wailing away. I'm surprised nobody's been busted open yet. We are 77 minutes plus into this, and the fists have been flying the entire time. Raven able to recover once again. Gets sent into the corner. Recovers with a bulldog. You cannot keep the leader of the Doldrums down for long, much to the chagrin, the frustration of the Rattlesnake. Another huge double powerbomb combination. McIntyre legal. Gets his suplex countered. Austin back to his feet first.
What?
Definitely the aggressor here. Hang on. Oh, McIntyre countered once again. Stone Cold with enough left in the tank to be countering moves at around the 80-minute mark. What a testament to all 4 of these athletes. Huge lariat by Austin. McIntyre immediately counters. Big scoop slam on Regal. Regal responds with an exploder, and now McIntyre's clutching at his neck. Into the stretch, but he's countered. That would have ended it immediately. But McIntyre fights him off and gets the tag. Oh, snap suplex, throwing Regal into the corner turnbuckles there. And leaving him for Raven. I thought he may have been going for the stretch once again. But he keeps pulling Raven back to his feet. What ring savvy by McIntyre there to save the matchup, most assuredly, by blocking that Regal stretch attempt. Raven gets folded in half meanwhile. And counters with a Russian leg sweep. I think the back of Regal's head hit that turnbuckle, if not the bottom rope. Into the even flow! He's going to try to pin him right in front. No! Regal's back to his feet. I thought he was going to pin him right in front of Austin, but he allowed Regal to return to his feet. Oh, forearm shiver to the back of the head of Raven, drops him. In comes Austin. Double suplex to Raven. Regal out to the apron. Austin's got something to say. Stunner to Raven. Austin into the cover. 1, 2, no! Raven kicks out at the 83-minute mark. Because why not? Big pile driver coming up to Austin. Raven escapes and is able to tag out. What a tag team war. Oh, counter stunner to McIntyre. Out comes the invisible victory trumpet. Oh, now Austin's the latest performer to clutch at their neck. McIntyre off the ropes. Claymore to Austin. Once again, he can't follow up with a cover attempt, though. If there were ever an opportunity for me to do like a single death match in a card full of regular matches, it would definitely be the next Stone Cold Raven singles match. But it's got to be a clean contest, unfortunately. Holy crap, what a war between these two. Between this man, Steve Austin, and this faction, the Doldrums, as his partner, William Regal, being thrown around the ring by Drew McIntyre, who has plenty of gas left in the tank. 90 minutes into this tag match. Huge headbutt by McIntyre. Sends him off the ropes. Mistimes the Claymore. I think Austin, being so close on the other side of that hammer throw attempt, threw off the rhythm of both McIntyre and Regal. As you can see, McIntyre sent to the corner, gets a quick tag in. Regal's aware of it. Gets hit with an even flow. Raven into the cover. 1, 2, and Austin breaks it up. Regal scrambling back to his corner to get Stone Cold tagged in. All 4 of these athletes are hurt in a big bad way. Big stunner by Austin. Into the cover on Raven, but he's too close. Raven snuck his foot under the ropes. Sends him off. Big clothesline by Raven. The frustration building and building for Stone Cold, who just can't seem to solve the equation of Raven. Into the cover goes Austin this time. And oh, Raven escaped. Thought he may have caught him napping. Huge clothesline levels Raven to the canvas. Austin stomping away and telling him all about it. As we pass 90 minutes gone in this tag fight. This would be an entire episode of SmackDown or Dynamite. Just gotta work in some commercial breaks as both sides tag up and Regal and McIntyre come in, quote-unquote, fresh. Future Shock DDT to Regal. 1, 2, and Austin saves it. Center of the ring once again. Air raid crash by McIntyre now. Huge headbutt. Glasgow kiss to the face of Regal. Responds with an uppercut of his own, looking for the Regal plex. Can't do it. Hang on. Half and half, sending Drew ass over tea kettle and into his own corner. Off the ropes. Drops a big elbow to the back of Regal's head. Snap suplex, throws him halfway across the ring in the process. And Regal's able to tag Austin back in. Like we said, as soon as one side gets into any sort of trouble, excellent tag team chemistry between both of these combinations. You got that factional trust between McIntyre and Raven. And you got that lifelong friendship between William Regal and Steve Austin. As now Austin and Raven are legal. 94 minutes plus gone in this tag match, and everyone is still fighting. And another reminder, we have 5 more matches booked after this one. If I were the promoter, I'd be backstage tearing my hair out. Unless this thing gets 100%. It's got to be mid to high 90s for it to be worth it. By the way, if Austin's team win, the stipulation is that he gets a fresh singles contest against Raven to try to avenge that loss. I feel like if Raven's team wins, then William Regal has to fight somebody from the Doldrums, not necessarily one of these two. As the action once again spills to the floor, this could have been a pay-per-view unto itself. I have never seen a match like this, simulated or otherwise. Another huge stunner on the floor to Mcintyre. Regal sent all the way across the ringside area into the opposite guardrail. If they had a concession stand, they would have brawled through that by now. Oh, another even flow. On the floor, the match cannot end out here unless one of the two legal combatants is criticaled by one of their opponents. That is the only way. A medical stoppage is the only way the match can end outside the ring. Austin and Raven were legal. Now it's, oh my God, even flow by Austin, but he doesn't know Drew McIntyre's been tagged in. Now he knows, and he scrambles to get Regal involved. What a move by Austin there, pulling out new tricks, 98 minutes deep. Claymore to the face of Regal, but again, McIntyre doesn't have enough to go for the cover. That's been the story of the matchup for McIntyre, has not been able to attempt a pin after any of his successful Claymores. Tripping over my tongue a little bit. So much to say. Oh my God, Claymored him again. Now he gets a pin attempt. 1, 2, 3. Drew McIntyre, deep into the 99th minute, says that's it, and knocks out William Regal. What a contest. 95%. I guess they lost the crowd a little bit sometime after the hour had passed. But holy crap. What a match. Okay. And by virtue of securing the victory for the Doldrum faction, let me get on camera while I say this. By virtue of securing that victory in that marathon contest, I feel like now William Regal's got to fight somebody in the Doldrums, assuming any of these four are physically able to compete next month. Might have to save that for like 2 months from now. Holy crap. All right. And again, that's match number 2. We got 5 more to go. All right, let me just update my text file. McIntyre and Raven earning the victory there. Please enjoy the soundtrack of Fire Pro, whatever this Japanese rock song is. Getting the pin on the debuting William Regal. Again, hell of a debut in a losing effort. Running Claymore into the back leg hook. All right, that's contest numero dos. Oh yeah! If you like that, perhaps you'll like this dream match that we booked. Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle as I get myself off screen. Holy, let's just get into it. Let's just get right back to that ring. Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, mano-y-mano in front of 40,000 strong. Senior Sasquatch calls for the whistle, and we are underway. Fans, I gotta tell you, people will be talking about that previous tag match for a good long while. If this were the tape trading days, we'd have to bust it into 2 VHS tapes just for that match alone. Thank goodness we live in the DVD and Blu-ray era, where we can bring these extra long cards to you. I can't imagine that either of those, or any of those 4, are anything other than orange, if not red, in more than one category when I take a look at them after this show. I wouldn't be surprised if one or more of them weren't injured based on that. take nothing away from the dream contest in front of us. Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle against Bret Hitman Hart, a singles contest we never got in the actual pro wrestling world. We are thrilled to be bringing it to you as you stroll down the gnarly wrestling aisle, and what a long stroll it was in that previous contest. So happy you're sticking with us. Bret and Angle trading blows here. I'm going to do my best to maintain my voice for the rest of the show. Nice combination of European uppercuts, dropping Angle once again. The methodical pace of the Hitman loves to dictate the pace of his matchups. A real ring general, and he'll do it all with that trademark smirk on his face. Spinebuster variation into the cover. Angle just escapes. At the 5-minute mark here, immediately slaps on the ankle lock. Bret able to kick his way free. Kurt's been on the receiving end of most of the punishment to this point. Another big spinebuster into the cover. And once again, Angle barely rolls that shoulder at 2.9. Bret's got to know something that we don't know. I'm hoping backstage they didn't tell everybody to cut time out of the rest of the matches. That's not how we book things here in Fantasyland. Oh man, Kurt Angle came dangerously close to running full tilt into Mr. Bigfoot there. Momentarily distracted him long enough for Bret to maintain his offensive advantage. Oh my gosh, but as I say that, a release throwing German sends Bret Hart to the floor. And then an awkward show of sportsmanship as Kurt Angle allows him to return to the ring. I'm just impressed he could stand up after that. Hang on, figure 4 by the Hitman. Starting to wear down the legs of Kurt Angle. Bret has a lot of attacks that target the back, the torso, the legs. All areas that are affected when he locks in that sharpshooter. Big DDT there from Bret, dropping Kurt once more. Feeling the flow of that Russian leg sweep. Saw a lot of them last match as well. Nice tossing belly to belly by Kurt. Thought Kurt was getting ready to launch him out of the ring once again. Oh, spinebuster variation, bouncing him off the turnbuckle that time. Belly to belly's Bret back into the center of the ring. This has been mostly Bret for the opening 10 minutes here. Kurt with a bit of a mountain to climb against the Hitman, who, like we said, likes to dictate that pace, and has been doing thus so far. Kurt trying to change things up and slow things down with that sleeper hold. In there for an extended period of time is Bret. Kurt Angle, of course, a submission master. Against the excellence of execution here. Gets dropped with a big clothesline. Inverted atomic drop to Kurt. Sends Bret off the ropes. Now big shoulder tackle takes him down. Allows Kurt to catch his breath a little bit. Clear the cobwebs. Get back into the swing of things. Another inverted atomic drop and a forearm shiver sends Kurt back down. Back and forth they go. Kurt with a big clothesline, and then he grabs the leg of Bret. Ankle lock with that knee bar, but again, Bret escapes. Angle taking every opportunity to lock on. Oh, his signature submission, and there's the Angle slam. But Bret back to his feet. Send off the ropes. Another big shoulder tackle. Angle again catching his breath, trying to recover from the cumulative damage of the opening 10 moments of this contest. Hang on, big pile driver by Bret Hart. Pulls Kurt back to his feet. Drops him right back to the canvas with a series of uppercuts. Big spinebuster by the Hitman. Kurt fights his way to his feet and gets dropped right again. Dropped on his head with a DDT. By the way, I've just received word that The Undertaker has challenged the winner of this contest, which has determined to be Bret Hart with that sleeper hold. The Undertaker had thrown down a challenge to the winner of this contest for a future Hall of Fame championship opportunity, and it looks like Bret Hart just earned it with that quick submission win. I mean, still got him 97%. Now you can go back to those, everyone in the previous tag match and be like, you dum-dums, we wrestled for 15 minutes and got 97%, and you guys wrestled for like damn near 2 hours and only got 95. Anyway. All right, so I feel like, oh wait, maybe, I spoke myself into a corner there. I said that it was the winner gets a future Hall of Fame title shot against The Undertaker. That can still technically be true, but it's not the next title shot against The Undertaker, as I already have somebody penciled in there. Okay, hang on one second. As match numero 3 has finally ended. I mean, a lot quicker than the one prior. Speaking of title opportunities, this next tag team contest features 2 more members of the Standard. The Standard leader, Bret Hart, just coming off that win against Kurt Angle. Stablemates Mike Bailey and Brody Lee. Let me get on screen to say this. Stablemates Mike Bailey and Brody Lee are going to be taking on the Junior Achievers, which is the team of El Tejano Jr. and the newly crowned GWA Junior Champion, Dragon Rojo Jr., a junior. So what we're going to do here is, if Mike Bailey and Brody Lee are able to pull out the victory, I feel like we'll give Mike Bailey a title shot. You know what? Even if they lose, I feel like we're going to give Mike Bailey a title shot in the future against Dragon Rojo Jr. for his singles strap. So here's a little tag team preview of that future singles contest. Let me get myself out of the way again. Oh yeah! And we'll save once more just because we can't help ourselves. I just like seeing that we're in S popularity in the States as well. Look at that. SDBD. Getting closer. And then we go ahead and start that next contest. Hopefully, things settle down. Oh. Bailey going back and forth right away with those alternating kicks. As Mr. Bigfoot calls for the bell, Mike Bailey in the ring there against El Tejano Jr. As you see the reigning junior heavyweight champion of the world, Dragon Rojo in the red corner, and now the back of the mighty Brody Lee in the blue corner, tagging up with Mike Bailey, representing the Standard. The junior achievers of El Tejano Jr. and Dragon Rojo Jr. eager to get back in the conversation for a tag team title opportunity. But individually, Dragon Rojo Jr. looking to keep down the potential contendership of Speedball Mike Bailey by securing the tag victory here, or perhaps, you know, we might be generous and give him the shot anyway. Win or lose. If nothing else, looking to soften up the potential future challenger, Speedball Mike Bailey, as he now tags out to Brody Lee. Likewise, Dragon Rojo Jr. tagged in for the first time. Double powerbomb to Bailey on his way out of the ring. Now Brody Lee trying to take over on Dragon Rojo Jr. Our first look at the newly crowned GWA Junior Champion since winning the belt against Buddy Murphy 1 month ago / 1 week ago. Duck underneath. Huge lariat by Brody Lee. Definitely going to have the power advantage out of all 4 men in this one is Brody Lee. Boom! The discus lariat drops Dragon Rojo Jr., but just earns a 1 count as Rojo Jr. scrambles back to his corner to tag El Tejano Jr. back in. Meanwhile, Brody Lee freshens things up at the 5-minute mark, as you just heard. We got Bailey and Tejano. Quick tag back to Brody Lee. Mike Bailey having no patience or time for El Tejano Jr. in that exchange. Interesting strategy. Letting the big man go back to work. Perhaps trying to change the sort of singles matchups inside of this tag team competition by better matching up champion and challenger and then their associates. So you see a big falcon arrow there from Brody Lee trying to follow it up. Tejano trying to fight him off. Not doing so hot as Tejano as he eats a big butterfly suplex from Brody. Sent off the ropes. Brody ducks the clothesline. Tejano able to maneuver his way back to his corner. In comes the GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion of the World, Dragon Rojo Jr. Eating a big old headbutt from Brody Lee, who is establishing dominance over both members of the Junior Achievers at this point. Excellent partner for Bailey to have chosen in this one.
1, 2.
Oh my gosh, pulls him back to his feet just to kick him right back to the canvas. Small package attempt. Brody Lee staying on the apron there, fully aware that Bailey was going to be able to kick out well before the 3, and leaving himself in position to get that quick tag, which he received. He's now the legal participant for the standard side of things. As you see Rojo all the way back to his corner, in comes Tejano. Falcon arrow for Dragon Rojo Jr. and a super kick for El Tejano. At the 10-minute mark, Brody Lee is a house of fire. Another huge super kick into the discus lariat. Rojo Jr. there to break it up, or that would have done it. Brody Lee reversing El Tejano into the corner. Huge clothesline. My word. Something of a Brody Lee coming out party in the opening moments of this. Has looked utterly dominant every time he stepped into the ring. Even now when he's trying to fend off Dragon Rojo Jr. on the floor. Oh, hang on. Oh, able to reverse the suplex there is Brody Lee. Small package, ineffective on the floor, unless you're just trying to confuse your opponent. Back and forth, Brody Lee just whipping Dragon Rojo between stage and guardrail. Meanwhile, El Tejano Jr. keeping an eye on the action outside the ring. And every once in a while, making sure that Mike Bailey isn't coming into the ring as well. Now, Brody Lee's back in and get a couple of fresh tags. Tejano and Bailey are legal. Oh, hang on. Tejano was legal before, my apologies. Dragon Rojo Jr. and Mike Bailey now legal. Champion and future challenger going at it. As you see the champion winning that strike battle. Dragon Rojo Jr. with the advantage for the moment. Sends Bailey into the corner. Bailey trying to fight his way free. Rojo stuffs that attempt into a pin. Brody Lee quickly breaks that up before the 2 count. Deposits El Tejano Jr. outside the ring as well. Dragon Rojo Jr. reversed into the corner. Brody Lee tagged in. Mike Bailey gets his superplex reversed, but he's no longer legal, so Dragon Rojo Jr. has got to contend with Brody Lee now. Sends him into the corner and just escapes to his side of the ring. Tags in El Tejano Jr. We are 15 minutes plus gone into this one. Nice double powerbomb there to Brody Lee. Brody Lee able to shrug it off, though. Nice side slam by the big man. Largest competitor in this contest by a long shot. Short arm clothesline by El Tejano Jr. Looking to do the Junior Achievers proud. Repping his longtime tag team with partner Dragon Rojo Jr. Currently enjoying single success as the GWA Junior Heavyweight Champion. Trying to soften challenger and friend in Mike Bailey and Brody Lee respectively. Before a future contest, big boss man slam. Call it the scrap buster in the game. As now Mike Bailey with a buzzsaw kick to the side of the head of El Tejano into the cover. Dragon Rojo Jr. there to break it up. Oh, nice kick there by Bailey. You're going to hear that a lot, especially if you start watching Impact when he makes his debut. Oh, nice duck underneath into a bit of a crane kick by El Tejano Jr., perhaps mocking the martial arts background of Mike Bailey. World's strongest slam by Dragon Rojo Jr., dropping the guillotine into the cover. 1, 2. Bailey escapes. Saw Tejano playing defense, keeping Brody Lee at bay. But Bailey able to escape it for that top rope leg drop. Hang on, hang on. Dragon Rojo Jr. was waiting for him to stand so he could dive on him. And he gets dumped on his head thanks to Brody Lee. 20 minutes now gone. Bailey and Tejano still your legal combatants. Try to position the other. Oh, hang on. Bailey tagging out to Brody Lee. Tejano maintaining his momentum. Nicely done, throwing the big man to the floor. Bailey in to help out his partner. Oh, El Tejano eats a Falcon Arrow. Huge headbutt from Brody Lee there. Oh, blocks the Dark Order Discus Lariat, whatever you want to call it. Does not block that butterfly suplex. Oh, the Tornado Tejas by Brody Lee to El Tejano Jr. Into the Doctor Bomb. Dragon Rojo Jr. to break it up. What was that? Acai DDT by Mike Bailey. Shades of the Ultimo Dragon. Bailey, unfortunately, lured into the corner of the Junior Achievers. Dragon Rojo Jr. legal. Misses the double stomp. Back and forth they go. Dragon Rojo Jr. that drop kick, sending Bailey into the turnbuckle. Bailey up first, though. Down first. Nice sit-out powerbomb. Tejano running defense, and that will do it. Dragon Rojo Jr. pinning his future challenger, Mike Bailey, in this tag contest. Things not looking so bright for that title opportunity now, do they? All right, so Rojo beats Brody and Bailey. And 83. All right. Didn't quite reach the heights that we are anticipating. Okay, coming up next is our final tag team match of the night. We have one trios match to go, 2 singles contests to go, and then I'm out of here. This is going to be a one-card show tonight. We spent the first hour doing a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. You better check yourself or you wreck yourself, 'cause I'm bad for your health. Thank you very much. Oh, big posture check and stretch. And yeah, so we spent an hour like booking this. That tag team match took like a legit 20-30 minutes. And anyway, we're moving on. We got a trios contest coming up. We have a future world title shot owed to a member of the Squared Circle K by virtue of their winning the Trios Tournament of Terror last October. The last remaining member of that squad with the title match in their back pocket is Kazuchika Okada, who will be cashing that in a future match against Mitsuharu Misawa for the GWA Championship. In aid of that, or to sort of see where tensions lie and to raise them, we have a trios tag coming up that sees Keiji Muto, Kazuchika Okada, and Kairi Sane of the Squared Circle K face off against a team that Mitsuharu Misawa has assembled. Now, Mitsuharu Misawa is our reigning GWA heavyweight champion, and they have recruited a new signee to our promotion, Jushin Thunder Liger, to be part of their trios team, and their third team member, the reigning Hall of Fame champion, The Undertaker. So Okada, Muto, and Kairi Sane versus Misawa, Liger, Undertaker. Mr. Bigfoot calls for the bell, and we are underway in this Titanic Trios contest. As we said, Mitsuharu Misawa set to defend the GWA title against Kazuchika Okada in the future. Okada, of course, being part of the Squared Circle K faction, so of course a lot more team members ready, willing, and able to join the fight.
Give up.
So we have this trios action. Misawa personally inviting Liger to join the team, and then The Undertaker nosing his way into the matchup after original choice Kenta Kobashi was sent off to AEW this month to hopefully, fingers crossed, put his AEW tag team titles on the line in the tag team tournament that they are running this month. So I'm hoping he comes back without that belt. That's my hope. But we'll see. I'm hoping it's smart enough, knowing that they were booking a tag team tournament in AEW, that since I sent them to AEW and they're half of the tag champs, that they'll team them up with El Lindaman, the other half, and put them on the line. Anyway, to fill that void, The Undertaker teaming up with Misawa and Liger. Undertaker himself no stranger to members of the Squared Circle K faction, having successfully defended the Hall of Fame Championship against both Keiji Muto and Keith Lee, the fourth member of the Squared Circle K, not at ringside. And no, that is not Keith Lee in the Mr. Bigfoot costume either. He is his own Sasquatch, is Mr. Bigfoot. And I just want to put those rumors to bed once and for all. As we get our first look at former junior champion Kairi Sane in there with reigning heavyweight champion Mitsuharu Misawa. We've seen a very aggressive side of Kairi Sane since joining the Squared Circle K and coming under the tutelage of Keiji Muto. She always had the athleticism, but she's now added this mean streak that has lifted her to championship gold in the past and could in the future. And now here we go, Kairi Sane, Undertaker. This is what I booked this match for. This is what it's all about here in the GWA. No weight limits. No gender divide. A huge insane elbow by Kairi Sane. 2. Undertaker out at 2. Love your finish, kid. Can't wait to kick out of it. Kairi Sane relentless though. Back to it again. Drops an elbow across the small of the back of the Undertaker. Back into the cover, and this time Liger breaks it up before a single count can be rendered. Undertaker, meanwhile, taking back out to Misawa, having had enough of Kairi Sane, who, by the way, just hit 2 finishing moves on the Undertaker in the brief time she was in the ring with him. Just throwing that out there. And now this. We've seen this already. Keiji Muto unsuccessful in his attempt to wrestle the GWA Championship away from Misawa. So no strangers, these two. But it is one of the prodigies of Muto, Kazuchika Okada, who has the 3rd and final opportunity at Championship Gold thanks to winning that trios tournament. They also split $666,000 amongst the 3 of them. Kayfabe, kayfabe. As we now see Jushin Thunder Liger tagged in. Liger and Muto across the ring from one another. As we cross the 10-minute mark of this trios contest. Spikes him with a brainbuster, does Jushin Thunder Liger. Pulls him into the cover, but the wrong part of town. That's quickly broken up. All 3 members of the Squared Circle K getting involved in that. And now Liger and Kairi Sane legal. Very interesting battle of the 2 junior heavyweights here. Nice counter move there by Kairi Sane into the Dragon Screw. Liger in constant motion, always thinking, always scheming, always trying to set up his next attack. So you can see the nice, look how quick he set at the turnbuckles and hit that diving elbow drop. One of his own for Kairi Sane there. And as he tags in Misawa, leaving Kairi Sane at the mercy of the Undertaker, but Kairi Sane able to counter immediately. So the tactics of Red Team not paying dividends there. Kairi Sane able to avoid the trap and get Muto tagged back in. Muto off the ropes. Muto, of course, famously works the legs. An example there of that dragon screw leg whip. Working the legs, low drop kick, working the legs. Setting you up for that figure four. Setting you up for that shining wizard. And if he's feeling nasty, keeping you on the canvas so he can hit you with a moonsault. Now this is a preview of the upcoming title fight. Mitsuharu Misawa, the proud GWA World Champion. The young upstart Kazuchika Okada, with his first title opportunity ahead of him, testing the mettle of the champion for but a fleeting moment, as now Jushin Thunder Liger is tagged back in. I'm sure these two crossed paths many times throughout their 10 years in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Nice cravat there by Okada, staring dreamily straight into the camera while he puts the hold on. Liger reverses off the ropes. Nice clothesline on Okada, trying to set him up near the ropes there, but nothing doing. Quick tag out to Sane. Kairi Sane in. Liger hits a shooting star press on Okada, but he's no longer the legal man. Oof. Big powerbomb to Sane. Sane's going up. Oh, misses the elbow drop. Laying in those forearms, though. Sane up top again. Hits the elbow that time, but you can't follow up right away. Liger arm up into the corner. Frog splash onto Sane, too close to the ropes. That'll be broken up immediately. Leg whip on Liger. Sliding forearm shot to the face there by Kairi Sane. Continuing the assault. Liger able to scramble back to his corner. In comes Misawa. Oh, elbow drop to Liger. Gives him something to think about. Hang on, Kairi Sane at the mercy of the Undertaker here. Look at the devious look on his face. As now Misawa sends Kairi Sane out to the floor, where she's at the mercy of the Undertaker and Jushin Liger. Meanwhile, Misawa locked in an armbar by Muto. Here comes Okada to help out Kairi. Trying to even things up. All 6 competitors now on the floor. Emerald Frozen to Kairi Sane by Misawa. Tiger driver to Okada. Big DDT there to Sane as well. Nice backdrop by Misawa to Okada. Shining Wizard to Liger, I just saw. Huge choke slam coming up to Okada. No countouts or disqualifications on the floor. You got to get the legal combatants back into the ring. Liger countering Sane. Liger going up. Shooting star on Sane. No opportunity for a pin. Okada off the ropes with a big boot to the jaw of the Undertaker. Misawa going up. We got fresh tags, and now we got Keiji Muto repping the Squared Circle K against the Undertaker, the reigning Hall of Fame champion, who recently defended his belt against this very same Keiji Muto. Probably one of the reasons that Misawa was eager to accept the Undertaker's offer of assistance in this trios match, given that he's just coming off a pinfall victory not too long ago against Keiji Muto. Likewise, Misawa himself has defended the GWA strap against him. Misawa back in there now. GWA champion seems warmed up now that we've passed the 20-minute mark of this contest. Nice dragon screw there by Muto. No quarter asked for, none given from either of these combatants. Missile dropkick to the back of the head. Muto ducks the elbow. And the flying clothesline. Tags Kairi Sane in. Crafty athleticism from the aged vet. We're going elbow, we're going forearm for forearm. Oh no, Misawa ending things with that elbow combination. Able to just walk all the way across the ring to get Liger tagged in. 25 minutes plus in this this trios match. Big brainbuster spiking Kairi Sane. Muto saves the matchup. And on we fight. Liger and Sane now. Fisherman Buster to Kairi Sane. Liger going up top. Missile drop kick to the chest. Forward flipping. Neck breaker there by Sane. Gets taken over by a head scissor. Oh no. Oh! Counters the brainbuster into the DDT. Thought she was going to get brainbustered in the middle of the ring. So did Sane, but she blocks it. Blocks that as well. Snap suplex to Liger. Tag out to Keiji Muto. Sane off the ropes. Sliding forearm across the jaw. Muto with a Shining Wizard to the other side of the jaw. Liger's up first. Fights his way to his feet, but he's dazed. Gets his offense countered into a dragon screw. Muto fighting his way back to the corner. Signals to the crowd that this is it. Going up for the moonsault. To the back of Liger. Up again, moonsault. 2 in a row. Throws Liger into the corner now. Liger's back, gotta be seizing up. Somehow able to scurry back to the corner and tag Misawa in. Big boot. Give the assist to Undertaker there. As Muto eats a stunner from Misawa and then a huge elbow to the back of the head. GWA champion rocking and rolling here. Thanks to the assists of Kairi Sane. Excuse me. By Liger and the Undertaker. Big frog splash. Muto escapes. I don't know how Liger and Undertaker were able to double suplex Okada given the difference in height, but a huge Shining Wizard by Okada. Misawa with a mule kick to fend off Kairi Sane. And tag in the Undertaker, and once again it's Kairi Sane Taker. The match we all paid to see. Oh, Undertaker thinking choke slam. Sends Kairi off the ropes, double down. Poor timing by the dead man. Kairi's up first. Huge clothesline by Undertaker, dropping Kairi Sane. Stuffing another offensive attempt. It's all Undertaker. Slowing things down. Send off the ropes by Sane. Round and round she goes into the DDT. Oh! Knife edge chop across the throat of the Undertaker. Misses the elbow drop. Taker's back to his feet. Taker tagging in Misawa. Assisted Emerald Flosion by the Undertaker. Misawa follows it up by that elbow to the back of the head and then the crossface, and that will do it. Kairi Sane forced to tap after getting hit with an Emerald Flosion by the Undertaker. And then that elbow to the back of the head, followed up very quickly by the crossface. And the GWA champion Mitsuharu Misawa with, excuse me, the Nagata Lock 2. Not the crossface. Puts down Kairi Sane and wins the match for his team. Another banger in the 90s. I'll take it. Okay. And guess what? We have 2 main events to go. Okay, this one's a little bit weird, so let me walk you through it. Coming up next for the AAA Championship. All right, you with me so far? We have from Pro Wrestling Noah, the AAA champion Bob Backlund is in to defend the belt against AAA's own Monster Clown. I guess that didn't take as much explaining as I thought. Monster Clown from AAA against Bob Backlund from Pro Wrestling Noah for Bob Backlund's AAA Mega Championship. We're trying to get that belt back where it belongs. Let's get that belt where it belongs. Okay, let me get off screen again. Oh yeah. Let me save one more time just because I can't help myself. And let's get down to the ring for one of our 2 main events for the AAA Mega Championship. What a clash of styles this should be. Bob Backlund, traditional amateur wrestler, against Monster Clown. Mr. Bigfoot calling for the whistle, and this match has started. Bob Backlund's AAA Mega Championship on the line in this one. Monster Clown looking to bring the belt back to his home promotion. This is one of the matches that helped sell out this 40,000 seat arena. No pressure, you're in the semi-main event. This is a GWA show where there are no GWA titles on the line, but there are 2 title matches, one of which involves a GWA competitor. As coming up in your main event, we have Ilya Dragunov looking to defend the Ring of Honor Junior Championship against Flip Gordon. Not my first choice, but a junior heavyweight that works for Ring of Honor that was available. Monster Crown naturally going to be looking to play the power game against Bob Backlund, who's been in there with all shapes and sizes of opponents throughout his decades-long career. Monster Clown, despite, you know, the name Monster Clown, he and the rest of the clowns are huge baby faces in huge technicos in AAA, beloved by the crowd. Which, you know, you do you, Mexico. You do you. Just like Monster Clown's trying to do the thing and take the AAA Mega Championship back to his home country. Back to the Latin American territory of Mexico, where AAA and CMLL live. Bob Backlund, of course, is in from Pro Wrestling Noah, based out of Japan.
5 minutes gone.
As we have passed 5 minutes in this semi-main event for the AAA Championship. I don't know, and quite possibly it's safe for me to assume that this match never happened in real life. So we're proud to be ringing another first on this GWA show. Nice roll up here by Bob Backlund. As you can see in these opening minutes of this contest, since both competitors aren't too familiar with one another, a bit tentative on both sides to go for the major moves. Don't want to get anything countered too early. Don't want to get into a dangerous pinning predicament or submission predicament too early, especially when you're in there with the Bob Backlund, who of course will be looking for that cross-face chicken wing. The move he beat Bret Hart with. Bret Hart also on this show. I'm sure they had a lovely conversation backstage, shook hands. Respect, a lot of respect between the competitors in the GWA locker room. Guest or employee. We like to create a very welcoming environment, as you can see by our pro wrestling landscape and all the promotions that we are friendly with. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to even attempt to return the AAA belt to AAA by booking this mishmash of a matchup. Big clothesline by Monster Clown there. Both athletes starting to get warmed up now that we're headed toward the 10-minute mark. Nice suplex, impressive power by Backlund, getting the bigger man over. But again, his bread and butter will be that cross-face chicken wing. Monster Clown is going to have to watch his back control with Bob Backlund. I am not familiar with the finishing maneuvers of Monster Clown, but I'm assuming something power-based, like a power bomb or a slam of some sort, as they just go at each other Fry Takayama style.
10 minutes gone.
As we pass the 10-minute mark in this championship contest, big DDT to Backlund from Monster Clown. Doesn't go for a pin, though. Backlund takes the legs out.
Give up.
Variation of the chicken wing. Seated variety. Monster Clown able to escape. Oh. Backlund ducks a big clothesline. Not ducks, or I was going to say bucks a big clothesline. Ducks a big clothesline. Both men slugging it out. I'm not at all distracted by the colors of Monster Clown's outfit. Hang on. Bob Backlund. Cardio not what it used to be. As you can see, suck and win there. Monster Clown taking his opportunity to catch his win and stay one step ahead of Bob Backlund in that department if he can. Oh. But Backlund has recovered enough to get back on the offense here. Big back elbow. Excuse me, Judas effect. Now, let's just call it a back elbow. Shoulder tackle takes Monster Clown down. Clothesline this time, and it's all Backlund here. Clothesline to the back of the head this time. Got back control. There it is. Into the chicken wing. Monster Clown able to fight his way free. Bob Backlund was looking to put him out with that chicken wing, but Monster Clown somehow fought free. Huge spine buster. Off the ropes by Monster Clown, but Backlund right back on the attack. Just trips him to the canvas. Just puts him out of a position to follow up on his previous offensive maneuver. Hang on, La Magistral, too close to the ropes. I think it might have actually been Monster Clown's leg that was under the bottom rope that time. Didn't do himself any favors there. Huge clothesline, turns Backlund inside out. Backlund able to counter again. Technical ability on display here from the master, Bob Backlund, telling Monster Clown to bring it on. Things are heating up as we head toward 20 minutes, 15 plus here in this AAA Mega Championship matchup. Nice suplex by Backlund. Really starting to put some momentum together. Oh, Monster Clown looking to stop it with that DDT. Oh, to the midsection now goes Backlund. Tells Monster Clown to bring it on. Consider it Broughton. Broughton? Broughton. Brought? Oh my gosh, back and forth. Just slugging it out once again. Shades of Don Fry and Takayama from that Pride battle. Not shades, that's literally the spot from it. Just bodies. Backlund down to the canvas. Monster Clown got to be thinking of something to put him away, and soon here, as you can see, Monster Clown starting to suck wind. Barely makes it off the ropes. Big back elbow from Backlund. A Backlund elbow. Huge lariat in the corner. Both men the worse for wear as we're headed towards 20 minutes here. Big suplex by Backlund so he can catch his breath. Nice arm breaker by the AAA champ, looking to lock in that. Oh, Monster Clown evades the chicken wing. Eats another suplex though. Looks like we're gonna be above 20 minutes in a matter of seconds here. Big shoulder tackle from Backlund, absorbed. Monster Clown back to his feet first, but can't follow up. 20 minutes gone. Rake of the eyes by Clown, but he again can't follow up. He's got no breath left. Gets suplexed to the canvas by Backlund. Big headbutt. Now he has the opportunity to catch his breath. Almost there, not quite. Big DDT. Rake of the eyes, trying to mash the makeup and mask into the face and the eyes of Monster Clown. Bit of a dirty tactic there from Backlund. Trying to keep Monster Clown at bay and off kilter, back into the chicken wing, and that will do it. Bob Backlund retains the AAA championship. So we got to bring somebody else back. We got to bring somebody else in to try again on Bob Backlund. Okay, so they're defeating Monster Clown. But hey, did the crowd like it? 92%. All right, crowd enjoyed it. So that's, that's the most important bit. Because coming up, all right, we were unsuccessful in our attempt to bring the AAA title back to AAA. Let's see if we can bring the Ring of Honor Junior title back to Ring of Honor as we have Flip Gordon in to fight our own Ilya Dragunov. I don't like Flip Gordon's chances, but we'll see. Okay, let's save this right quick and get down to the ring for your main event. This is gonna be the only thing we're gonna be doing tonight. Holy crap! We managed to stretch one show into about 3 hours. It's not too bad. What an epic show it was. And we have a main event to come as the whistle is called for and we are underway. Flip Gordon in the long black tights. Ilya Dragunov, the Ring of Honor Junior Champion, in the black trunks with red insignia. Dragunov will be looking for that, I think it's called the Torpedo Moscow or something to that effect. It is a running headbutt to the chest. Flip Gordon, I believe, uses the 450 or a variation thereof, perhaps the 540, the 054, or the 630. Some degree of rotation off of the top rope onto his opponent is what Flip Gordon uses to put them down for the 3 count. Dragunov, of course, will be looking to avoid that as he's trying to defend the Ring of Honor Junior Championship. Flip Gordon trying to bring it back to his home promotion. Nice suplex there from Dragunov. We're going to start bringing in Ring of Honor. We're going to bring in talent until we get the job done, essentially. Either we bring talent here, or we're going to send Ilya Dragunov to Ring of Honor until he drops this belt, one or the other. It's nice to feature it here in the main event of a 40,000-seat arena repping the GWA. This is great exposure for Ring of Honor, but I would rather we help return the titles to where they belong. As you can see, Dragunov barely winning that strike battle. Both men going chop for chop and giving it everything they've got in pursuit of the Ring of Honor Junior Championship. Perhaps a television or pure title analog. Let's say television title analog, I guess, without the time limit stipulations. Certainly we don't have the rope break limitations like we do in the pure title matches, though that might be fun if they could implement that in Fire Pro. Sends him all the way across the ring for a huge clothesline. At the 5-minute mark is Dragunov, who's got a couple of really good transitional moves. Like, he's got one move where his opponent's down, and he pulls them all the way back to their feet and whips them into the corner in one motion. Oh my gosh, nice enziguri there by the Ring of Honor Junior Champ, repping the GWA. Nice extension on that leg grab backdrop. Shades of name redacted. 2 in a row there. Dragunov starting to feel it, trying to get the crowd into it. Haven't seen too much out of Flip Gordon so far. It is Ilya Dragunov's home turf after all. Very familiar with the GWA ring. Intimately familiar with our training facilities. One of the major success stories out of the GWA in that regard. Once he got signed and took advantage of our facilities, he rocketed to the top of the card and claimed his first GWA Junior Heavyweight Championship. If you'll pardon the strain in my voice. One of the knuckles in one of my pinky fingers is, looks like it's bruised from the inside and is in a lot of pain. I'm assuming it's arthritic. Ooh, I'm trying to massage my way through that. Oh, that hurts. Okay, that's better. Dragunov trying to maintain his advantage here. Into that MMA position, reversed. But under the ropes are the feet of Dragunov. Nice technique there out of Flip Gordon. Oh, if you can remember it when he wakes up after that suplex. Back to his feet, though, as the challenger. A lot of pride on the line here, trying to bring the belt back to his home promotion of Ring of Honor, where it technically belongs. Oof, pulls him up into a chop there. Does Dragunov get sent into the corner and hits a vicious-looking powerbomb on Flip Gordon. He's the only person in the game I know that throws that particular variation. Elbows v chops here. Nice super kick by Flip Gordon, settling the argument for now. Dragunov back up. Has relied heavily on that leg drop, or leg grab backdrop, excuse me. Hit a good 10 of them or more over the course of this matchup. Flip Gordon trying to position champion Dragunov for something. Didn't come to fruition as Dragunov counters. And right back to it. Oh, slightly different variation there. Just repeatedly dropping Flip Gordon on his back, trying to knock the wind out of him, trying to wear down the muscles in his torso, trying to seize up his back. There we go. He flippity-doo-dawed and he almost did it, but he didn't do it. 2.9 for Flip Gordon. And he eats a huge enziguri. Dragunov all over the challenger since that near fall. Oh, pulls him into a Uranagi variation. Whips him into the opposite turnbuckle now. Hang on, Flip Gordon counters with a snap suplex. There's life left yet in the challenger. Leg feed enziguri, Owen Hart style from Flip Gordon. Once again gets countered. Could be either gentleman's match at this point. Nice. Jumping knee to the back of the head of Dragunov. Could have knocked him out. Flip Gordon looking to set him up. Likes to finish his opponents with a move off the top. Oh, I thought he ducked underneath, but no such luck. Almost got his face kicked off there, did Flip Gordon. Once again, back to that backdrop. Served him well. Might as well. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they're just trying to chop the challenger down. No such luck. Flip Gordon slowing things down with a snap suplex. Sending Dragunov into the opposite corner here. Ties him to the tree of woe. Oh, kicks to the side of the head repeatedly by Flip Gordon there in the corner. Follows it up with a bulldog up top. 450, too close to the ropes. So I definitely know it's now a 450 that he's looking for. Got to watch his ring positioning. He almost had the champion. Dragunov wisely spending some time to catch his breath on the outside before hitting that power bomb back in the ring. Falcon Arrow! Once again, too close to the ropes. Able to counter the backdrop. Big signal from the... Hang on, 450! 1, 2, 3! Flip Gordon! Returning the ROH Junior Championship to the promotion it rightfully belongs to. I'm super jazzed about that result. That's awesome. Excellent! All right. How do we do? 87, I'll take it. I'll take it. Anything over 80. Anything over 80 is crowd loved it. Thanks for the woo there, Rocco. But we returned the Ring of Honor Junior Championship to Ring of Honor. I'm thrilled with that result. I can take them off my list of wayward champions. Fingers crossed, and we have to check the results of the AEW show. Fingers crossed that Kenta Kobashi lost their belt too. All right. Have I updated everything? Yes, I've updated everything as far as results and stuff go. I'm just keeping my place in my text file just in case there's any news to come out of this event. All right, we doed it. Flip took the belt back in front of 44,500 people. So hopefully that boosts Ring of Honor's profile. Hopefully that helps everybody involved. That's all I'm trying to do. Let us raise the entire... Okay, Alberto Carrillo is the new junior champion in WWA, yeah. Oh no! Punk won the GCW title! Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Also, I didn't see Kenta Kobashi's name come up as losing anything. Alright, CM Punk. Oh boy, from GWA has the GCW belt. Poor GCW only has 9 wrestlers. Like, they're kind of going to, like, disappear with or without my help. And now I gotta get the belt off of CM Punk. Alright. Actually made it worse for ourselves. Made $1 million. GCW scheduling a singles tournament. Okay, that means... or that hopefully doesn't mean that the majority of their talent isn't going to be available, because I need to at least pull one of you to come fight Punk now. Okay. Anything else? Kazuki from DDT is coming in. Sure. Sato from All Japan. You know what? You can fight Kazuki from DDT. Sure. Got some friends in from All Japan and DDT. This is what happens when you're friendly with every promotion. They start sending you people. I'm not going to say no. Why would I? All right, let's just save that quick. I'm going to go ahead and take a look. First, I'm going to do our normal, our normal facility maintenance. Let's do this. By the way, that show cost $1 million to put on, and I made $1 million. Just throwing that out there. I'm going to go check my merchandise and see if I blew it all out. Okay. Like it's like 200 grand bare minimum to put on a show, like before you even book it. So it's like $500,000 to put on a show, bare minimum. All right, let's do the 2 lowest. Ba-boom. Oh, maxed out the grappling dummy. To celebrate, I'm going to spend more on the rec room. There we go. That's as high as that can go. So next time we'll do the couple of 90s. Yeah, I know we're spending a little more than we probably want to, but that's okay. Considering we started with 10, 10, and 10, not bad. Blew out of all 3,000 of these, 5,000 of these, and 5,000 of these. So we sold most of our cheaper stuff. Well, and we sold out of all of the most expensive stuff. So not too bad, and this can stick around. I'll probably sell all of this or most of this out on the next show. Okay, so that's okay for now. Give that a quick save-a-doodle. And then again, what I wanted to do before I did anything else, get these personal advice. Okay, so Buddy Murphy wants more money. Oh yeah, there was another, was it Randy? Uh-oh, I forget. There was somebody else that I couldn't give them a raise yet. Maybe it'll come up in the list. But let me do, how's Regal doing? Regal's doing fine. Oh yeah, let's check. Red neck, of course. Buddy Murphy wanted a raise. Oh, you can make, yeah, you're not even making 2. There you go, you make 2. All right, personal advice. Kenny Omega wants more money. No problem. We'll have ourselves a consultation, and we'll give you a tiny little boost up to 3. There you go. I also feel like I hire new people, and they make slightly more money than people that have been there before, so they start to like, yeah, get a little here and get a little there, want more money, like Punk here. Pretty sure you're one of our best paid. Oh, not okay. You're not the best paid, but there you go. Oh boy, new GCW champion CM Punk. Okay, how we doing? Orton I think was the first one. I was pretty sure it was Orton, but I'd already booked him elsewhere. I'd already sent him somewhere. Hi, buddy. Tiny raise for you. Save after each and every one. Personal advice. How we doing? Okada wants more money before his big title match, huh? You got it. Okada, what's up? Bit of a raise for you. Man alive. Keith Lee. Human Resources Consultation. Back over to the Squared Circle K. Keith Lee. Oh, you're not even making 2. There you go. Now you're making a little over 2. Personal advice. How we doing? Kurt Angle wants... Oh my gosh. They must have heard that we made $1 million on the last show. Kurt. More and more trust. More and more trust. A little bit of a raise here and there. High profile matches. Oops. How we doing? Bret also. You got it. The standard. Bret Hart. Making about 8.5 now. Here we go. Brody Lee. Oh my God, it never ends. Consultation. Standard. Brody Lee. Wolf. One of our best paid employees. Oh my gosh, now Kobashi. I'm just trying to find out what you did last. Did you win the tournament with the tag team, or did they not even use you? Is my question. All right, now you're up to 9. Okay. Personal advice. Don't seem to be any trust issues anymore. Okay. There. Now, all I wanted to do was do this. Promotional data. Results of last event. I just want to see where they're using the people that we've sent them. Because I sent somebody. I sent Shawn Michaels to the WWE. Let's see what they did with them, if anything. Edge versus Shawn Michaels in your semi-main event. Did not do well, but Shawn Michaels picked up the win. All right, now New Japan. Oh my God, we're up to normal on New Japan already. Randy Orton beating Jeff Cobb in your opener. Okay. AEW had that tournament. Oh. Where they didn't use... They must have booked the tournament already then, because they didn't use... They didn't use Kento Kobashi. He was there, but they didn't use him. Which means they didn't have their belts on the line. And for whatever reason, Matt Sydal and Penta El Cero Miedo were teamed up, but whatever. They won in the finals against Ali and Mark Quinn. Is that like the Bunny and Mark Quinn, maybe? Yeah, because Orange Cassidy and Chuck. Okay, they definitely go by where they can, I guess. They go by factions, because there's Marco Stunt and Jungle Boy together. There's Matt and Nick Jackson together. There's Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor together. That's interesting. So NXT, did I send anybody here? I think I did. Let's double check. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't. CMLL, I definitely didn't. Big Japan, they didn't want anybody. AAA, I sent somebody to as a thank you, because we were boring. There, I sent them Flamita. Flamita won against Aerostar. That looked like a good match. Ring of Honor, I'm pretty sure I sent them somebody as well. Who did you guys get? Oh, maybe I didn't. All right. DDT, send somebody there. If I did, they didn't use them. All Japan. How about All Japan? Not that I can tell. Dragon Gate, I don't think I did anything there. Impact, I didn't send anybody to Impact, I don't think, this month. No. Excuse me. Was that Jordan Grayson Hernandez in your main event of the Impact shows? That's fun. I'm pretty sure I sent somebody here. There you go. Becky Lynch versus Masao Inoue. Semi-main. And then I sent CM Punk to have a barn burner with G-Raver and win their belt. That's fine. I can start grabbing people like Ricky Shane Page or Chris Dickinson or Matt Tremont. Okay, I got options. And so do you. You have options on which streamer you would like to support, and I would like to thank you for hanging out with us as you do on these Thursday evenings. Give me 1 second here to hit this fancified button. So I can put my big dumb face front and center to thank everybody for watching. No matter where or when you happen to be, wishing everybody chill vibes and clear skies. And if you happen to find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. We will be back on the air Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern to put some more work in on our defenses in 7 Days to Die. We have a new murder pit to build. We have wall fortifications to discuss. We got a, I don't want to say a laundry list, but we got something of a to-do list to spruce up the new base. It's sort of a 3-week plus project. Anyway, until then, TTFN, let's go ahead and see, it was vamping, as I do. There, I vamped enough to make sure that my Stream Deck didn't crash, so that I can raid people. Let's go raid Gadget, since they raided us last week. All right, go Gadget raid. Thanks for everybody for hanging out, and I'll see you later. Ta-ta for new.